Hello everyone. Hello everyone, this is CoolPro195 streaming live for the first time since pretty much the beginning of the year. And here I am with my 100 followers special celebration livestream where I'm playing the original Crash Bandicoot 1 100% with full 100% completion. And with me I have 3 guest commentators who I managed to hit up on Discord, so feel free to introduce yourselves.
Who's going first?
I don't know.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'll go first. Voice legend?
I'm CoolPro196.
196. Yeah, like the real copy.
Original account, do not steal.
Yeah, DNS, do not steal.
Crash _ on Twitch.
Yeah, Scorpius9472. Like a newcomer who has not been on one of my streams as of yet. Okay. Well, it says I only have one host, even though you're hosting me as well, Eric.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I just started hosting you as well, even though I was like, what?
Well, that's nice. Just posting this all over social media, mofos. Until we get that done, we can finally move on to the game. And yeah, I'll be discussing some stuff, like, about my channel and everything. Like, not just Twitch, but YouTube-wise as well.
Alright.
Hang on, wait, what? Why is it going back to there? Ah. Alright. Because I clicked on notifications and it went away. There, I've tweeted the live stream now too. Hang on, wait, did I tweet it twice or not? Nah, I didn't. Okay, I'm safe. Well, I was never in any danger anyway, so yeah. I don't know, it just came out like that. Okay, now I'm just gonna post it in these Discord servers. Just get out as far as you can. Just put the time in. It's quite swiver. Yeah, some of you who have been previously watching, you've been aware that I've been doing a few quick tests, which are like unofficial and won't be uploaded to YouTube. And yeah, they've turned out to be running fine, which is decent. And yeah, I have 4 viewers watching, while those 4 are presumably you guys plus another, so...
Yeah.
Oh, Eric's auto-hosting.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna throw it in the Badger shit, too.
Yeah. Yeah, I notified the Badger show earlier, but like, now he's...
Yeah, but he actually has a tab that you can put it in, so I just...
Oh, he has a tab, I was gonna say. Cool.
There's Discord.
But yeah, anyways, people, now I'm gonna get started on this ASAP. Alright, now let's kickstart this epic goal. And yeah, I figured I'd go for 100% considering, you know, it's consistent with hitting 100 followers on Twitch. I actually made it. Well, to be fair, it didn't take long, which is decent.
It's not too bad, to be fair.
Yeah, 100 followers is still good for a Twitch channel. Yeah, I'm much bigger on YouTube, as everyone knows, but you know, Twitch, I'm pretty much at the moment using as my main live streaming platform, you know, until I get certain events out the way, including past events, which, you know, I really don't want to waste the opportunity of completing. But yeah, we're kickstarting off the game. And yeah, I'll most probably let the cutscene play as well, considering, you know, I have a bit of time. You know, starting live streaming at around roughly 9 PM GMT. It's like a decent... It's decent enough. Yeah, it gives me time to get myself set up and everything. And also chill for a bit too.
It's always good.
Yeah, I'll just like bring some new people in as well. Wait, Eric comments like Crash one. Wow, 7 live viewers already. That's nice. As well. Okay, it looks and sounds good.
Okay, let's not make a big deal about this.
Yeah, let's not make too much of a big deal, okay?
This person's just like, wow, crash! Oh my god!
Yeah, I don't know who put that. Jesus.
Oh, hey, Kane Blue 99, aka Nick Xperia 999. Welcome to the live stream.
Hello there.
Hello there. Oh, you just reminded me of Obi-Wan Kenobi from Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith. Revenge of the Sith, I mean. What? Revenge of the Sith?
The shift.
Revenge of the Shift. Can't speak for fucking shit right now.
Yikes.
Man. But yeah, it reminds me of that. Yeah, it reminds me of that scene in fucking Revenge of the Sith where, like, he surprises General Grievous. Hello there! It's like one of my little cousin's favorite cutscenes as well. Well, favorite scenes in the movie.
Hello there.
Hello there!
Man, Tana really looks like a little doll in that fucking cutscene.
Ah, cheers. Congrats on 100 followers. I was very occupied in these days, lol. Pink Mercy. Lol. I thank you very much there, Nick. I really appreciate it. But anyways, let's get started with this. It's gonna be a hell of a challenge. Well, since this is the original. But yeah, since this is the original, it's not gonna be too much of a challenge for me, and especially since, you know, I know the game's inside mechanics, especially since back then I've also speedrun the living fuck out of the game. Well, I say speedrun, but like, within certain tournaments that, you know, some of you may know about, if you've been around long enough on YouTube that is, then yeah. You know that I know a few tactics. Yeah, fucking 10 million times. See, I know the original mechanics.
People blame me.
You see, I've beaten the fucking...
this goddamn game.
You see, like...
so much, I'm tired of it.
You see, I've beaten the originals, like, so much to a point where I know the mechanics and stuff. And I just... And it's just so much easier than the AAA remaster. You know, where I have to fucking learn all the mechanics all over again. Like, it's just easier because they suit the level geometry more, hence... It's the physics we grew up with. So, like, this is the original that cannot be replaced. It's the irreplaceable originals in the end.
That this game, the originals were not on the PS Classic at all. That's what pisses me off.
Yeah.
You could tell that they did that.
Yeah, I mean, fucking Crash Bandicoot and Spyro the Dragon were both no-brainers for the PlayStation Classic, but at the same time, you know, it partially makes sense.
They even put Parappa.
It partially makes sense how they didn't put it on there though as well, because of, you know, the fact that we actually have Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy and Spyro Reignited Trilogy out. Like,
The thing is though,
in terms of not wanting to damage sales of that, I figured it was a nice way to pay respect, but, you know, putting them on the PlayStation Classic at the same time, it wouldn't damage the sales that much, because a smart gamer would know, or even just a casual gamer would see that, you know, yes, they are the same games, but they're not the exact same products. It's not the exact same. Yeah, it's not.
no, it doesn't deliver the same.
Yeah,
wow
they're not
factor.
copies. Yeah, they're not copies of the originals. It's not like.
Even a burnt disc does better than the fucking Insane Trilogy, to be honest.
Yeah.
And that's saying something.
And there's not even any good hacks yet for the PS Classic. Like, you have to have a USB in at all times. With like the SNES and the NES, you can just like, they're so easy to hack. You just need to plug it in your computer, drag the ROMs, and that's it. That's what I did.
Because they were so easy to hack in the first place. And
Yeah.
so,
Yeah, to be
I
honest,
think-
every like classic console you know, reiteration is actually piss easy to hack. I remember how piss easy the NES Classic was to hack.
Yeah.
all the functions of the.
Well,
yeah.
obviously Cool Pro, and then there's me, voice marketing, and there's also Scorpius.
And Cooper 196.
Cooper 196. Yeah, apparently.
His alter ego.
Same name.
Yeah, Eric Crusher's alter ego called Pro196. Whoa.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Like, what,
That trip up there nearly made me fall into that pit there.
Can you do that trick flawlessly, like the green gem trick?
Oh,
I can never do it.
Which green gem
once.
trick? Oh, that, yeah,
it's
like,
where you
managed to
jump,
get
yeah,
up
you
there.
jump.
Use the crates in order to, you know, use
So you
part
have
of
to
the
go back
level
here.
geometry just to get up there. Yeah, so you don't have to backtrack.
Never heard of that, Daddy Cola.
I know that trick, but
I
I
wanna
often
do that
fail
one
it quite a
day.
lot.
Yeah.
I end up breaking all the buttons.
I think I've only done that like a
Oh, fuck.
Isn't it
Shit.
good that you get to play this bonus
Okay,
stage
people.
and you don't have to break all the
Oh yeah, that's
buttons
chill,
and all
Victor.
the-
That is fucking chill. Eric,
Yeah,
man.
like if you die, the only penalty is you can't save your game. That's it.
Oh, this.
Yeah, the same
In,
in this
in
game.
2018,
I was
that's not
about
even
to
a
say.
problem because we have emulators, which means we could just
Hey,
hit
Daddy
that
Cola.
F1 button.
I just clocked Daddy Cola joined, but you know, I do have EPSXE minimized and in front of the screen, so that makes sense.
Yeah, that's how I usually play it too. So
But yeah, this call has been quite a clusterfuck, but it's at the same time it started off well because hey, it's like a party as expected, so and especially since this is a celebratory live stream, I figured it's suitable for the occasion.
But I used to use ESPX, but then I moved on to RetroArch.
You mean EPSXE?
Oh my lord.
Yeah, I've been meaning
Yeah,
to like, I've been using RetroArch. I've got it working, I just need like a complete set of ROMs because all the ROMs that I have are just not working with RetroArch at the moment. I have like pretty much
Yeah.
the base of RetroArch running like
You
the
need,
hardware version of the Beetle PSX like emulator running within RetroArch. Plus
What's it
like
called?
everything else
Launchbox
configured.
helps a lot.
Yeah, I remember, like, I think I've downloaded and installed that, I don't exactly remember.
It's so nice. It organizes everything, and like for me, it's just like I have a 5 terabyte external that I got from Target when they had the price error, so I paid like $40 for it, and I loaded that thing all with all my ROMs, all my launch box, so like I could put all the images and all the case art and everything. It's just nice.
Yeah, I remember seeing the interface, it actually looks really convenient.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait till they perfect PCSX2 so I can fucking
Dude,
streamline it.
Perfecting PCSX2 would be like the fucking godsend of PS2 emulation.
It's the worst emulator in the fucking
It's the
world, I
worst
swear.
emulator.
Which emulator?
Shit, I tried to stream Shaolin
PCX2.
Monks, I couldn't even do it.
Yeah, that.
PCSX2? Don't you mean like
Yeah.
SSF?
Yeah.
The worst emulator in the
Oh,
world. Fuck that shit.
Well, those two are competitors at the worst. in the world.
Competitors at best.
They're the competitors. They're probably like both the worst. That one's ass too. Like I have a new computer. Like I just got a fucking
Yeah.
i3, and
Congrats
it
on a
still
new
gives me
PC, by the
problems.
way.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
You really needed a new PC, Victor. Like,
Yeah, I did.
and you got it.
Fucking really old 2006 ass
It's just
one now.
that, during that
Shit.
conversation when we were playing the Saturn
Actually, up
version
to
of
date.
Tomb Raider, and it made it run much better.
You know, I don't even need a
Stick it down
fucking...
stream, Sega Saturn, but
Yeah, at least you can. Oh, sorry, I'm being called.
okay.
Okay, apologies for
Crash
that. I'm
Bandicoot
sorry if you
tournament
heard
will happen in
anyone...
February at the end.
I'm sorry if you heard anyone in the background, but yeah, anyways, back to business. Anyways, people, I'm entering uncharted territory.
Oh, boulders.
Territory.
Uncharted 4.
Do you get, like, what I mean by
yes,
that?
Boulders.
Scorpios.
Yeah.
It has the worst fucking
Yeah.
tracking.
Of course.
It's easy to climb. You should learn to climb.
Insane Trilogy version of this music sucks.
Is that a fox?
Boulders suck ass.
Is that a fox? Bandicoot looks like a fox to me.
Last time I checked, bandicoots don't wear sneakers.
Yeah, last time I checked, bandicoots don't wear sneakers.
Dude, like when Nathan Drake like plays that, he sounds like such a dad. He's like Crash Bandicoot. It's like,
Crash
oh,
Bandicoot.
it makes me cringe at that scene.
Yeah, it's like,
it's how they did it on
We
purpose.
play on your TV
Yeah.
game thing. I bet I can beat your high
I
score.
play video
That's-
games, but his girlfriend plays video games. Jesus Christ,
There's no high
that's
score on
backwards.
Crash. It's just
Normally,
Yeah.
it's like the girl not playing the game and the dude playing the game. But
Yeah.
it's like backwards for Nathan.
Yeah, they like made it a mini game, so like they gave it a
That
score.
doesn't play video games. You're kidding.
He's too busy looking for National Treasure and shit.
Yeah. Funny how he says like, I seen you play it. All it is running and jumping, and I have a natural talent for that. Yeah, he fucking doesn't beat a high score. It's funny because you can't even beat the high score in like Chapter 4 either in Uncharted 4. Yet like when you play like in like his daughter's bedroom, you can beat the high score.
it'd be funnier.
It's
if you were
like
playing
it's
in-
purposely. It's like in
Game
chapter.
be
many
ultimate
years
fucking-
later,
It's like in Chapter 4
in
of.
the room with his daughter, and you look at Crash.
It's like in Uncharted 4, like in Chapter 4 of Uncharted 4 of Thief's End, you're actually purposely set to fuck up. Like, they set that level up specifically for you to fuck up entirely, even though you tried your hardest.
Mm-hmm.
But your score never beats hers.
Almost the very end.
Yeah. Just so they can have that cutscene play the way it played out.
Exactly. But I'm surprised.
It's
how
funny the
dope
way
would
it
have been
happened, though.
If Peter Parker in Spider-Man PS4 was playing Spyro the Dragon, how dope would that have been?
Dude, imagine that. It would have been sick. Oh yeah, as a matter of fact, I got Marvel Spider-Man Special Edition for the PlayStation 4. It's actually one of the things I got for Christmas. Oh yeah, by the way people, like, Merry Christmas everyone. Also Happy Holidays for those who don't celebrate Christmas. So how was your Christmas/holidays for you
I mean, I
lot?
love you.
It's all about New Year's.
But yeah, anyways.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have all focused on. So, yeah, well, anyway.
Anyways, people, before we went slightly off topic there, how are your Christmas holidays?
Yeah.
Mine
I'm
was
still in
good.
effect, so I'm still happy.
And then like the next day I had to get fucking cavity, and then today root canal. It fucking sucks. So yeah.
The most accomplished thing I did this
Orangutan Game Guide's the best. I remember him, Daddy
Tomb
Cola.
Raider and Resident
You don't have
Evil.
Ratchet 5 though. I think the Crash tournament will happen in February at the end. If you're interested in tell me. Okay, well, is this a new Crash tournament you're talking about? Yeah, I was just reading Daddy Cola's latest comments.
No, it's alright.
Yeah, explains why I was idle there.
I'm thinking myself. So I'm multitasking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, of course, paying attention to everything.
Yeah, I was like thinking 50% that you weren't gonna reply to my message earlier, because even though you were online, I just saw that you were playing a game.
It's all good. Where did I run?
Okay,
to?
there should be an eventful live stream. Yeah, I was just checking to see if I got the gem and boulders. I did, which was cool. It's a piss easy level anyway. Oh, Papu Papu, the piss easiest boss in the game. Well, some people could argue and say that Ripperu's the easiest boss in the game, but you know.
A lot of people argue that he's not, and like, then again,
It
it's like,
really
they're both
depends.
hand-
It's funny how it's like piss easy to lose a fucking Akaku mask in Papu Papu, even though like you jump exactly where you're supposed to hit him. Then again, you gotta wait for the animation to wear off, but you know.
Yeah.
Insane, there's a way to fuck this up so you can never leave.
Yeah. It's funny because an Insane Trilogy is actually much easier to beat. Even though you have like 2 extra hit points, like in the Japanese version of the original Crash Bandicoot 1. But anyways people, before we went off topic, how are your Christmas holidays? How was Christmas and Boxing Day for you people?
Mine was eventful, but good, in a way. So I'm
Yeah, same here. Mine was actually quite eventful, to be honest. Just ate a lot.
I actually received some bad news during my Christmas.
Oh, fuck that
I'm
shit.
sorry.
Sorry to hear that, bro. I got the life in time before those TNT crates exploded.
I got the Crash Bandicoot files, so
That's
I
cool.
was reading that the other day, and some pretty interesting stuff about this game. And you know what? As a matter of fact,
I know everything about it because David Siller already leaked all of it before it even.
really, I didn't know about that. It was my first time reading it.
was
How
on
like
a account called Crash Bandicoot: The Untold Story, where almost everything about the game, including the original concepts that they didn't use for real in Dr. Cortex, detailing the original backstories of how apparently they started off like on the west, but then moved to the southeast to get away from the authorities. And why Brio works like specifically for Dr. Cortex, despite the two being partners, is because Cortex constantly bullies him because he has low self-esteem. He installs screws into his head just to make him obey, and he tightens the screws whenever he disobeys and things
Jesus.
like that. Although the finalized version just simply becomes he has the screws in his head because his parents made him focus harder by doing that.
yikes.
Except better. But it was also pretty sadistic when you think about it. Like,
Yeah.
started instead of your parents. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's fucked up.
The spreadsheets in that book, like
Oh,
how
wait.
the controls, like they had the crash dash plan for this game, the slide jump, the body
Cheers for that,
slams.
what do you call it?
Make it.
Oh, what was his name again? Nick. I can't believe I forgot his name just then. But yeah, because he has a different username on fucking... Yeah, he has a different username on Twitch, that's why. Like, he's Nick Xperia999 on YouTube. Or the Brio bonus round, even though they're literally no value in the original. Which in a way is quite a relief.
There's actually a lot of funnier things about this game that people don't know. Like how the original Crash is
Okay, that was retarded, but never mind.
rendered in the level. Instead, the level scrolls as he moves. So Crash is always stationary, but the level moves with him. Being inside of it.
Have you ever seen that that
Yeah.
video where it shows like all the very outside of the level design?
Yeah, they
no,
show it in like
nothing
different
new.
angles and everything.
I love the way they did that because you could see how far an enemy would spin away from the level. It just goes completely out
Only
there.
that, but the level has a sense of like draw distance where as you move, other parts of the level loads, but as you go on, the level disappears behind you. So
Yeah. It even shows like at the start of Insanity Beach when the waves like appear and disappear exactly as you start the level. Yeah, it's literally a drawn texture. As a matter of fact, there are actually a lot of drawn textures in these PS1 games that not a lot of people notice. Like, and also some of it is actually very cleverly done as well, because it creates the optical illusion of a 3D object, when literally it's just like 2D textures drawn, cleverly drawn in order to actually suit the design. Like, that was a common thing, like, back in the retro gaming days, when they were back in Atari. I think they did the same thing in, like, the Castlevania games. Like, where, like, the level looked like it was 3D when it was not. The design was just diagonal. The game was still technically 2D. It was still technically a 2D canvas.
yeah.
Like, I remember learning that when I was learning game design back in my IT course. Yeah, I remember, like, learning that back in the game design unit in my IT course back when I was in college. And, yeah, those were really interesting lessons. to me personally. And yeah, I got the gem in Hogwarts, onto Native Fortress. Man, the difficulty spike of the game is Native Fortress, especially for Insane Trilogy. But yeah, people, I'm playing this with
This is long. I hate it.
in the original difficulty.
I just see how
Native
long it
Fortress
is.
only
I like
ass
how
in Insane
easy-
Trilogy because of the fucking bouncing pads.
I
Because they forgot to
prefer
remove
the classic over
properties
this
from
shit.
Skylanders Imaginators, where the same
You
thing
know, over the
happens.
insane. Just don't like
Whoa,
it. Weird.
fuck!
They-
You see what happened just there? Like,
Yeah.
hey Victor, I was just like spinning as I was landing. I spun that plant, and I didn't even hold left, but you still carried on going left anyway. Cause you know, like how the original still has that added momentum. Like whenever you're actually still spinning. Yeah, that's one of the bad things about the original.
There's this.
Like I admit,
You just have to
Like,
remember.
that's a mechanic that I like the spin momentum, but it can get you in trouble sometimes though.
yeah, it's fucked up. Like I admit that.
It's like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place and you don't know how
Yeah,
to quite
It's very
gauge.
useful. It's very useful for speed runs, and it's stupid that they took that out because with time trials, you know.
Yeah, it's stupid that they didn't even give fucking speed shoes for Crash 1 in the AAA remaster for time
They at
trials.
least could have added spin momentum so that people could speed run the fucking thing.
One thing I hate about
Instead, the game should bare bones. It shouldn't even have time trials. That's another flaw of insane.
that's
Yeah,
Unique.
that's one thing.
specifically because Crash 1 and 2 weren't even designed for time trials.
No, they weren't.
Oh yeah, as I was saying,
that's
like,
one
about
thing.
the physics, I admit that, you know, even though, like, the originals were better than the AAA remasters, like, I admit that neither the originals or the AAA remastered physics were perfectly suited for the level geometry, but what suited the level geometry more entirely was the originals. Simply because, like, the original concept, like, okay, let me just put this in a more comprehensive, like, structure. Okay, so, as you know, like, as the originals are made, obviously, the level geometry was designed along with the original physics, which is, you know, understandably why the original physics actually suit the original level geometry. Since, like, the AAA remastered physics are different, obviously they're gonna feel out of place within this sort of playing field. I mean, I know the draw distance is different and everything, but in terms of, like, the geometry and everything and where you have to land and the timing of everything, including the fucking pill-shaped hitboxes, it just changes the way the game plays entirely. Even though everything looks much nicer in the AAA remasters, the gameplay is still not perfect. Like, I mean, yeah, they have, in a way they have, like, made them more realistic to a certain business standpoint, just so the AAA remastered trilogy doesn't get critically panned for not being, you know, realistically imagined for the modern gaming era. Well, for modern standards of this era anyway. Like,
More frames of animation, definitely.
yeah, certainly.
Certainly.
Sometimes it kind of cripples the experience. Like being bounced up by those platforms too high, that's a definite downside to it. But at least you can still do the shortcut. Not the bird. And with Insane, it was so bad that the Twitter damage controlled that part and said all you have to do is stand right here. Like, really?
Yeah,
But
piss
the
easy
fact
as
is,
fuck.
For speedrunners, we didn't have to do that, and now we have to, which fucking sucks.
Yeah, it's making us do, like, extra work. That's what I mean about the physics. Like,
You could just go in the fucking game's database and just fix it, but no, you guys want to be lazy.
yeah, it just can't be
Didn't seem like it
fucked.
would be that hard.
Well, then again, Activision doesn't have 100% control of it. Like, it's down to Activision too, because they are the ones who gave Activision, like, the deadlines and everything to work by, so like in a way it's actually Activision's fault.
Yeah, it is Activision's fault.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, Activision's are the ones that have the full control over the project. If Vicarious Visions had their way, they could have done so much better with this. They would have done so much better because, like, they've previously stated. Yeah, they had so much plans for it, and they've previously stated that they are actually very faithful to the franchise. They are such dedicated fans of Crash Bandicoot, so if they had their way, Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy potentially could have been so much better. Hell, it could have been delayed to September 2016, especially around the time to Crash Bandicoot's 21st anniversary, which suitably would have been a better release. It certainly would have done the trilogy well for polishing. Like, it would have been so... I mean, yeah, it looks well polished now as the final product in this era. Wow, my controller fucked up there. But yeah, anyways, people, notice how, like, I didn't even die once in the first island. And I die now just because of, like, a controller input fuck up. See?
It happens with my controller sometimes with the D-pad. It'll just, like, veer off.
Yeah, I'm literally using the D-pad right now, like I don't even have like the fucking...
Yeah, I use the D-pad.
I don't have... Yeah, I didn't even assign the analog stick to the D-pad in EPSXC. Like, I'm literally using the D-pad. Hell, I've been using the D-pad in the AAA Remastered Trilogy as well, across all 3 games. Apart from, obviously, when it came to the vehicular levels in Crash 3.
Yeah, I always switch it off. Like, if it's a 2D section, I always go D-pad. If it's a very, like, linear hallway, like, well, it's always linear, but, like, if it's, like, I need to be more precise, I'm gonna use the D-pad. But I always switch off, though. But...
I only use the D-pad because it's like you're only either going up, down, or left or right.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
It's not like Twinsanity or Mind Over Mutant where it's like you go
gotta restart.
Ways.
You know what's funny, people? I actually could have done, like... Considering I actually beat the entire first island without dying, this could have potentially been a deathless run. Like, entirely. Like, a deathless run setting of the entire game within the livestream, but you know, since my controller decided to fuck up on this level of all levels, you know. Well, and it's fucking up again, like, it feels really stiff now for some reason. But yeah. I don't know, I'm not doing bad. But you know, it's playing the way it's playing. It's like, I was pressing forward and it wasn't even registering. Like, exactly when I wanted to register the input. It's like, emulation and its input lag.
What the fuck is with that cat out there making mating calls outside my window? Emulation
was never perfect, people.
No, emulation has its
Dude, there's
positives
literally
and
a cat
negatives.
outside my window doing
I know.
calls.
Fuck, a cat doing mating calls. Okay.
Yeah, it's all like ow, ow. Like, stop.
Imagine if you were doing a stream and all of a sudden the people just hear like the fucking mating calls. You're like, no, voice, hey, dude.
I don't think anyone actually heard the mating calls in the live stream, so like it's cool.
Thank goodness, but that should be embarrassing.
Bring
Oh
out
wait,
your
who's
inner
mentioning?
cat, my friend.
If someone's watching the chat, tell them to answer. Well, I don't know who you're talking about, Cola, but okay. Oh hey, Nocturnal 87. Welcome to the live stream, newcomer. Yeah, just pause to read a few comments.
Look up.
Holy fuck. What? The input is fucking up so bad right now.
If someone is watching the chat, tell them to answer. Answer what though?
Yeah, well, they should be. Like, I'm obviously playing the game, so I can't answer all the comments unless I pause the game. So there's that. But like, obviously, if someone's watching, it'd be nice if they read out the comments.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna be a poster boy for reading 24/7.
Oh,
No, not 24/7. Just saying.
I'm not reading all of them.
Basically,
I already
someone
read some of them.
cunt. I shouldn't even be dying on this level. It's just too easy to die on.
Oh, you died. Oh.
This chat, look up.
Yeah, someone's just demanding the chat to be read. That's basically all they're saying.
Yeah, we already answered your question about who was in the voice chat.
Yeah, we answered that time ago.
Crash tournament will happen in February at the end. If you're interested, then tell me. We already read that.
Yeah, I've read those. I think he's talking about the later comments,
I'm not on
but
holidays, neither do I celebrate Christmas. I have 9-day holidays from 31st to 8th, and I celebrate Christmas on the 7th because the old calendar was weird. Yeah, man, but we unbox gifts on the 1st.
no, to be honest with you, like, it's been months since I even had a proper holiday, and hell, we don't even get, like, well, I don't even get, like, a proper holiday anymore, considering, you know, work, like, circumstances of work have changed, and working in a store has become more hectic, especially since we're more, like, we're short-staffed now. Don't know why I'm tripping on my words here, but okay.
Okay, how about we make this easier?
There we go.
The same question. How about you ask the same question you asked earlier, so we can get to it again? That makes it a lot easier. That way we don't have to.
Yeah, don't worry, like, we won't classify it as spam. Because, you know, if you just want a comment to be read.
Spam if you just ask it more than once.
Well, at least once, anyway. Not like 5 or 10 million fucking times.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying like 5.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean, like, I'm just giving an example.
Pro said it is a new tournament, and I said yes.
Or someone said there's a new tournament.
Oh, yes, that was Daddy Quad. Yeah, thanks, everyone. Sorry, I'm just trying to read where he was trying to say, but because
yeah,
I think
still
the
not a
question.
You said to read the freaking. Okay, let's see. If someone is asking in chat to tell him the answer. Done this.
Okay, well, we're finally getting somewhere.
Those trees in the background are just drawn.
Oh, he was saying, I think the crash tournament will happen at February at the end. If you're interested, then tell me.
I think it's something Ratchet 5 told him.
Okay.
Well, potentially, it really depends. Because, you know, I've got stuff planned for my channel, especially for 2019. Like, especially since 2018 is shortly coming to an end. Like, all I can do is pretty much these live streams until then. Alright, got the gem for Up the Creek. Again, a piss easy level which I shouldn't have died on at all. But, you know, emulation was never perfected, so there's your answer to that. Like, fuck it, if I was playing this in the original PS1, like,
just don't get a PS1 controller with sticking
that.
controls. Because those are the worst.
Like, I actually have, like, a chipped PS1, it's region free, which I can easily play. Like, all my PS1 games off of. Oh, that was so close. Yeah, Ripperoos piss easy as usual. So, like, it's not a problem for me.
Try this in fucking insane Triller Trash.
Oh yeah, insane Triller Trash.
Dog.
Ripperooned.
Yeah. They have
It's
what
like
I
an
call
insane
orange
trilogy.
dog mechanics.
Yeah. The Orange Dog's Insane Triller Trash versus Static's Unignited Triller Trash.
Which one is the winner?
We will find out which one is number one. Why the fuck is he not jumping over? There we go.
Or the one where you can get...
You see that jump I just performed there? That's something you cannot perform in the AAA remaster. Hell, here's another thing you cannot perform in the AAA remaster. You can directly walk on top of this trick. You can simply jump and walk on top of these crates in the AAA remaster, but in Insane Trilogy, you have to jump around. So yeah, that's something that they fixed. Yeah, they changed the collision in Insane Trilogy.
If you try that on Insane, you just slip right off the ledge.
Yeah, well, technically it's not just to do with the collision, it's to do with the pill-shaped hitboxes, which is why you fucking slip off the edge. So like, that also adds to the equation.
Is that why the fucking new one is like so bad when you land on platforms?
Yeah, that's why it's pill-shaped instead of square-shaped.
Yeah.
Fucking assholes. They did it on purpose, just to give it some sort of...
The fuck up, people.
Because the range of the spin attack is not as wide as it is in the original.
Oh yeah, did anyone, you know that jump? Hey guys, like, remember back in like, I don't know if any of you like, clocked this or not, but you might have. But like, back in Native Fortress, you may have clocked me doing this impressive ass jump, where I actually skipped one of the fire pits by bouncing really high, and I just managed to land on the edge of a platform. Did any of you clock that?
Yeah.
Yes, that's something you cannot do in a AAA remaster. Specifically for that reason. Okay, Eric, you know how like... Basically, I performed this jump in Native Fortress where there were two of those fire pit trampolines that you can bounce off of. Yeah. I skipped the second one by bouncing off the first one and landed on the edge of the platform after the second one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can't do that.
You can't do that in Insane Trilogy.
No, because you just would slip right off because of the edge.
This part right here is a nightmare in Insane Trilogy.
Tell me about it.
Like, yeah, it is, because you need momentum in order to jump far in Insane Trilogy. So naturally, like, do these perfectly, it becomes an even bigger problem in Sunset Vista.
Don't even go there with fucking
Sunset Vista. Just keep dropping down over and over again because it keeps on fucking slipping off the ledge every time you try to jump.
Hey Scorpios, you think Sunset Vista is bad? Hey Scorpios, you think the final version of Sunset Vista is bad? You think that's bad? Play the beta prototype version. It has a whole extended section, an entire fourth section right at the end of it. Oh yeah, some of you may have known.
Still have that too.
Yeah, the reason why War could have walked off here, but yeah, the reason why I walked over here is because some of you may notice that in the AAA remaster, there's a bonus round portal where you go to the Brio bonus round, but thankfully, you don't have to do that in the original, and yet it's above the fire pit, which is an inconvenient place. Yeah, they've inconveniently placed the fucking platforms in the AAA remaster.
But no, you know, it's gotta be right there because...
Yeah. You know, it's funny, like, this isn't... Fucking hell. Lost an Alkoku mask for literally no reason there, over a fucking bat. You know what's funny, like, this is an even more dreaded level in the AAA remaster for those casuals, considering, you know, it's that one level that you have to get the gem and complete the entire level, smashing all the crates without dying after you spun or even just activated your first checkpoint.
The bonus stages, and I think there's 2 in this one too.
Yeah, there's 2 in this one, the Brio and the Torna bonus round. Even though they're piss easy. For me it's nothing, like original and AAA remaster. Unless I'm fucked over mechanically, but that's the only reason whenever I have a hard time, you know, in any Crash Bandicoot game. It's whenever I'm fucked over, like, specifically because a mechanic fails to, you know, activate, like, work in my favor. If it fails to initiate in my favor, of course, it's gonna cause me to fuck up. But, you know, That's just the way it is. I know I don't have to do this, but you know, just playing it how I like to play. I literally just made it. Anyways, GTG, GL, cheers Cola. Thanks for hosting too. Oh, he's co-hosting. Alright.
Co-hosting, eh?
Well, he says so in the chat, but yeah. Yes, co-hosting.
Co-hosting, eh?
Oh yeah, since like I know everyone else's real names here, like, would you mind like mentioning your real name, Scorpius? Or if you don't want that to be mentioned, then that's fine. Just saying, just so I can like treat everyone
My name's
equally.
obviously Victor.
Oh yeah, well we know that.
Be fine by me.
It's more public.
Okay, feel free to state who you are. Well, your name anyway.
State your
They
name.
don't know
and-
your last name anyway, so.
Yeah, no one's gonna know your
Well,
last name.
I think not unless it's displayed on Twitter. I don't think so. I don't think it actually is displayed on Twitter. I don't think it is.
Well, you can always change
Unless
it.
they've done it behind my back.
And I got the green gem.
But that does bother me. But yeah, my real name is Connor.
Alright, Connor. Simple name.
My name
Back
is
on the
Cole.
horse, Connor.
I mean, like, you know, it's simple to go by. But yeah, since I'm a
Sorry, that's what it
backtrack.
reminded me of.
Anyway, since I'm a
Was you expecting,
backtrack. I wasn't really expecting anything, to be honest. But yeah, since I'm a backtrack as you go person, I'm going straight back to Jungle Rollers. Which honestly, it's not a problem for me.
Sweet.
It just
No,
gets
we
it out
gotta
the
talk
way.
about this right quick. Cool Pro. About the second island. Go back and just look at it for a second.
Wait.
Leave the level, but when you get done with the level, I want you to freaking look at the second island.
What, when I'm done with the
You know that
level?
thing where it shows like that the fucking the head on the second island. If you look at it from a certain position, it actually looks like Ripperoo. Intentional, but
Hey, wait, I think I know what you're talking about.
yeah, it's so weird. It doesn't happen like that for the remaster either. It's just I think it was intentional, but it looks fucking funny.
Yeah, probably was
Maybe the
intentional.
developers slipped it in there and they just thought, fuck it.
Maybe,
It looks like,
or maybe they just
it
fucking
looks
did
like
that
there's
for a
the nose,
laugh.
the mouth, and
Possibly just to make the player go, wait, hold on a second. Rewind. What is that?
It's rewind.
Rewind.
like it looks like a croc head, but if you look at it from a different position, it looks like Ripperoo. Since the first thing to backtrack.
It sounds like something
It's
else
croc.
when you say
It's croc.
croc.
Look at the combos.
It looks like a
That's
croc.
how you know this game
So
is
did
too
I.
easy. This motherfucker's about to hit 90 lives. I have 99 lives in
It's
this game.
piss easy as fuck, man.
What, you're playing
Whoa,
it?
input lag there. Fuck me. Well, it's a good thing I didn't fall into that
Oh,
pit
you
there.
got yourself some delag there?
Yeah, I got some input lag. And I remember that from like one of your live streams last year. I think it was
Yeah,
last
I
year.
fucked up. It was last year.
Yeah, that was last year, one of your live
Delay
streams.
and lag.
Yeah.
Delag.
You accidentally said delag in that live
Input
stream.
delag.
It became kind of a meme.
Yeah, it became a meme.
Streams where-
Yeah, it's because like I was the first one to mention it in the chat. That's how like it officially became a meme.
Input delag.
Don't mind me.
Like pointed it out now, everybody says it.
You know, when
Alright, got the
right.
gem for Jungle Rollers.
It's almost like that notorious
When you're right,
typo
you're right.
that the guy made.
The tourist typo.
Where he.
The money is
Oh,
always
yeah.
right.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, Victor. I see it right here. The water coming out of his mouth.
Yes, like
That looks a lot like
specific
Ripperoo.
angle, It looks like eyes. Or
Oh
something.
yeah,
What the fuck?
yeah, I do see. It.
Especially when you look at it from the side, you know.
it's
Man,
because like
he's
behind
hurling.
the waterfall, it like makes a mouth and then looks like the eyes, and then the eyes up there are the ears. It's like
Yeah.
so weird. I don't think it was intentional, but
They really should
part is like a
have.
nose.
That level they were gonna add of the waterfall level, structure, that would have been dope if they kept it in, or they finished it.
Whoa, why the fuck did he go at such a funky angle? I really don't understand that. And I had an invincibility as well. I could have fucking powered through this son of a bitch. I really don't understand that whatsoever, but you know, like I keep saying, well, like I keep having to state, emulation was never perfected. That'd be so funny if that was like the title of this live stream. Emulation was never perfected.
It should be your fucking catchphrase.
Yeah, you know what's...
I don't care.
Yeah, that's
because
exactly what I was
emulation is so
thinking.
cool.
It's true though, that's the thing.
Version of this game rather than insane. I'm good.
It might as fucking
Because
well
like
be my
the best
catchphrase, you know? Like,
I
I was...
saved my life. The best part was the Christmas
You know-
stream that I had the other day. Somebody's like, "Your save state
Wait.
is Spider-Man." I'm like, "Hell yeah!"
Hey Connor, you know it's funny you mention that because I was literally about to say it, like... It's pretty much basically becoming one of my catchphrases, so yeah. You timed that shit perfectly, mate. You timed it perfectly. Man, like...
I was gonna say I couldn't time that shit perfectly myself. But when I said it,
Wow, what you know, we both did each other favors. Fuck!
There's a glitch in
Do you
this
just-
where you fall right off these
Hey,
platforms.
you're gonna see some fucked up shit right here. Guys, you're gonna see some fucked up shit right there. I missed landing on the checkpoint, but at the same time, I was almost about to fall off.
Wait, how
Due to the game's
fuck-
sensibility.
You bounced off the checkpoint box and it didn't.
Yeah, I bounced off it and it didn't even fucking break. Well, it didn't even fucking activate. Like, what the fuck was that all about?
Wait, cool pro, did you ever?
I
use
don't think
the
I've ever had that in the
glitch happens
original.
With the smashers at the end of the level in Insane Trilogy.
I think so. I don't...
It happens after you you get smashed and then you go into the fucking bonus stage, and then once you get back, every time the smasher closes, it kills you even though you're not standing near it.
Yeah.
It's one of the worst glitches in the game. You have to leave the level in order for it to stop.
Yeah.
stop!
Stop!
Michelangelo problem.
And wait, what glitch is that again? Because, like, I've just been concentrating.
Okay, at the end of this level, there's a collision glitch.
Oh wait, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, when you're getting
And then you
fucking
go inside of the
smashed
bonus
by
stage.
them.
After you're done with the bonus stage, you go back, the smasher will kill you. Even though
Yeah, I know.
you're not standing in
I've never gotten that glitch myself, but I know someone who has, and I've seen it
and it
within
keeps
his Let's
on happening
Play.
until you leave.
Can you
Yeah.
die? I don't know. Well, no.
I've seen it happen in Rich.
Die, but
Even if you have a mask, you don't get insta killed, right? You just
Yeah.
lose a mask, right?
I've seen it.
Okay.
You know,
So on.
hey Victor, you know, I've seen that happen in Rich Renegade's Let's Play, who, like, is now no longer on YouTube. So yeah, people won't be able to see that
Happened to
LP
me
anymore.
Tons of times, and I was just like,
It's never happened to me,
Speaking-
surprisingly. But yeah,
Speaking
Road
of
to
Zombiehunter
Nowhere
on
now. The dreaded rope levels,
That's all it
as they
takes
would
is
be in
for
the
you to get
AAA
smashed by
remaster.
one of them, and then just go to the
those levels are actually my favourite though. To be fair.
level.
They're not dreaded for me, but you know.
Oh, this level is easy in the original. It sucks in the insane. But,
Dude.
speaking of
Eric.
on YouTube,
Eric,
Yeah.
dude,
Oh,
like, this is piss easy. As a matter of fact, it's much easier than people actually make it, especially in the originals. Because look at the shit that I'm gonna pull in this level. Like, you know, like,
This level's actually easier in both versions. I don't have a problem with this one in both versions.
yeah, Victor, like,
It's high
but
road.
it's like-
yeah, like, hear me out though, people. Like, this is like a collision thing that happens, and basically, it's when like these planks, they only have one space in between them. In the original, you could piss easily walk over those small gaps. You don't even have to jump.
You know what
It's
you
that
got
piss
covered?
easy. You can't do that.
NTS.
You can't do that in the AAA
Problem with
remaster.
Insane is because
I think you.
hitbox on Crash is so fucking strange.
I'm currently playing this in the AAA. I'm playing the PAL version right now, but I think it works on NTSC as well. I don't know if it works on NTSC or not. I think it does, but.
Because, like, what's the frame rate on the power? It's 25, right?
Yeah, fuck. And I died for no reason.
Insane at all.
Fucking hell, the jump didn't want to register when I wanted to register.
You don't have to get the
Okay, everyone's talking at the same time now. Shit.
But what I was gonna say is, how...
Although there is a delay.
No longer on YouTube is, the Jordan Kai...
Oh yeah, I
Crash
remember
Bandicoot,
him. Yeah, Jordan Kai and Aqualux.
Yeah, that was like the legendary Let's Play of like the Crash trilogy and CTR.
No,
and
Aqualux.
No, they got rid of it.
Aqualux was the first ever like YouTuber that I've seen do a Let's Play of Crash Bandicoot, and he did it in like his own style, and he called it Crash Tours, the infamous Crash Tours. And I died for no reason. What the hell? I jumped and spun, and I didn't even fucking. And I still got exploded. Like, what the hell? Then anyways, the bonus rounds aren't really anything of value unless you just want to save the game in the original anyway, so...
It doesn't matter.
Fuck you! How did I overshoot that jump? Oh wait, the extra added momentum, that's how I overshot the jump. Hell, I don't even need this turtle. Oh yeah. I don't even need to like... Hell, I didn't even use the fucking ropes either. That's how piss easy this was.
How insane.
I didn't have to use the ropes, man.
Yeah, the bouncing is shit. You have to bounce on the enemy.
Yeah, you have to bounce them just to build up the fucking momentum.
Run forward, bounce on the enemy, and you have to keep doing it like that all the damn time.
It makes levels in Crash 2, like in Behaving or one of the B levels, where you have to bounce on the crates above the TNT stacks to get on top of the metal crate with all the lives. You cannot do that. It's impossible. It's impossible.
That's why like I said, Insane's version of Crash 1 just has too many problems to really label.
Yeah, it's just too many glitches.
That's improvement over the original. The only thing that's been fixed is the death and the save.
I fucking wish.
If you want to be more tactical, Crash 1 is still the definitive version of the classic because you have a password system.
Yeah, like
Insane doesn't have, of course, due to modern things, so you could actually get away with a lot more. Like, say you didn't want to go through the tedious pains of beating the game to 100%. You could put in a cheat to do that.
I was about to say, like, they don't even have the fucking password feature in, like, modern games in general, let alone, like, fucking the AAA remaster of Crash Bandicoot, of the PS1 Crash Bandicoot trilogy.
When I was a kid,
probably the best thing that they fixed with Insane is the life system.
Yeah, that was the best thing they fixed. But the fact that they even used Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped, like, you know, bar setting standards to apply it on all three games is also another convenience in the AAA remastered trilogy.
I was gonna say is how when I was a kid and I got the password, I would get the color pencils and voice correct. Jesus Christ! I would get the color pencils.
Why, your voice correct? I didn't clock that.
Yeah, and if it was a triangle, I get the green color pencil, etc., and write it down. And
with me, I never needed to write it down. I just mastered it because it's like triangle.
You know what's funny? Like, you know what's funny? Like, oh, Sunset Vista. Oh yeah, you know what's funny? Like, you know when you mentioned about writing down the passwords, right, Eric? Like, I remember like writing down the passwords on like the back of the cover, like the back of the front cover. Well, not on the cover where there's artwork, obviously, but on the blank piece of the front cover.
Yeah. Didn't PAL boxes have didn't use the manual as a cover? They had its own paper.
Oh, I think I did the same thing for Rayman as well. Shit. Because Rayman 1 had a fucking password system as well. Well, I think that was exclusive to the... Yeah, that was exclusive to the PlayStation 1 version.
And things like that, especially since you don't need it anymore, but it had a cheat, so that made it like
Alien Trilogy had a
It made it
better than the original in a way. The fact that you
Yeah.
could cheat.
You know, it's funny, like, the originals are actually piss easy to cheat with the fucking password system.
The thing is, though, right? If say like like Corpro, say like if you were to load back your save now, and you had it completely, like someone were to copy your password, you could literally use their password and use it for your game.
You know, these
That's the thing I like
passwords.
about the password.
You know, these passwords
Yeah,
are actually
the password was
online,
great,
so
that's the
like,
thing.
you can
Every
easily
time you
find
got
them.
one, you could just simply write it down.
Exactly.
You didn't even need a memory card to beat it.
Exactly. This is the time before memory cards.
Yep.
Actually, no, technically, like, memory cards were around in the PS1 era, obviously, because it was built with memory card slots. Duh. But, you know.
When it like, yeah, when it like
Yeah,
just
but
because
the,
like a
the
lot of
thing
people
is,
couldn't
memory
afford
cards
them. I
didn't
think.
really go into full effect until 19.
Yeah, not everyone was able to.
Copies of them were made.
Yeah, memory
Every game
cards.
supported them.
Yeah, I think they were harder to get, like, in the earlier years of PlayStation. But, you know.
This part is a nightmare in Insane Trilogy. I hate this part.
You know, it's funny, like, I'm seeing
The part that really.
all these fucking casuals fuck up so badly in the AAA remaster that here I am bossing out the fucking original, and I'm like, you kids weren't around in the 90s, this is how we got shit done. I sound like a fucking
Okay,
prestigious
watching
old timer.
casuals
And they
fuck
just-
up in this game is
Just
fun.
sat there
It's
going,
fucking
"Okay, how you did it
priceless."
then?" Well, for one,
I don't
right,
have to
they
watch
didn't
some
fuck it up
nerdy
with the
loser,
fucking.
you know, that will be like, ah, Mind Over Mutant sucks.
Yeah, and they just
I did
bash the
too.
fuck out of the game for literally
He's
no
just
reason
proving
whatsoever.
My point exactly. When I watch a casual person, I can just say Mind Over Mutant, and then they'll go, "What's Mind Over Mutant?" I'll be like,
Yeah, I know,
you
right?
you don't have the bias. Go. You don't have the
Shit, that was
classic
close.
nostalgic bias.
Whoa, that was really
That's the-
close. You guys,
That
you're
fucking
gonna
triggered
see.
question there, you just.
You're gonna see the shit that fucking happened. I almost died because my controller was fucking up.
Oh my god! What the fuck?
I was so close, man. That was way too close for comfort. I almost died, literally because of a mixture of
The momentum of those bats pushing you.
yeah, the momentum of the fucking bats, like ricocheting
You know
crash
what,
with the
I'm
mechanics
not gonna
and the
lie,
input
I'm not
lag
gonna lie.
of a controller.
Hey, cool,
I can
bro.
only imagine the sound effect. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Yeah, I was like,
Bro.
yeah.
I don't know how much delayed I am from you, but I like called your name twice.
Yeah, I know. Well, yeah, I was talking at the same time, but
you know what I basically like to
yeah.
outlet this. It's weird. But yeah, this is how I usually troll people who say that Mind Over Mutant sucks. I'm like, yeah, you know what? You're right. Mind Over Mutant does suck. Yeah. And I said all the yes.
You know what you just reminded me of? Victor, you know what you just reminded me of, like, when David, aka VGR645, said, like, are you playing Mind Over Mutant?
Oh, that's
Mind Over Mutant sucks!
Mind Over Mutant, and he said, dude, you're playing Mind Over Mutant? And I'm like, yeah.
Mind Over Mutant sucks!
And I'm just like, who asked you? Even if it is your opinion, you have to like, be like, it sucks
Shit.
because somebody else likes it. That's a fucking roll kill.
Just straight out fucking
Shut you.
lays it on the table, you know.
The way that he asked the question, it sounds like he was excited.
Yeah, like,
Because it was the way it was
sounds
like,
pumped.
dude, you're playing Mind Over Mutant? And it's just like, what? Oh, I guess he likes it. I'm like,
Holy fucking shit. No, he's a safe guy still. But, you
Whoa,
know,
what
it
the
was
fuck
just
just
funny the way it
happened? Oh.
happened. You're that far
like
behind.
went all the way up in the air.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, you can piss easily do that in the original. That's nothing abnormal. Like, it happens when you have invincibility.
know,
Basically, you can use the invincibility
Or that's the
to, like, ricochet that off the top of your head. And I got the key, motherfucker. Wait, is the stream still running fine because I got a red square on
Yeah.
OBS? Alright, that's cool. 8 live viewers. Oh, hey, diehards. Diehard Smooth Fan 475. What's up? Sup, I know you, man. Hello. Hey, welcome to the live stream.
What version?
A mouthful, isn't it? It's just like, hey.
What version?
Guys.
007 77777.
Hey guys, notice how like on the emulator, whenever I select an option within like the save menu, whenever I got the key, like the sound effect echoes. That didn't happen. Well, that doesn't usually happen on the original console, but it happens on the emulator due to the sound plugin that I'm using. I'm using one of the best ones, so...
I just assumed it was just like the same sound effect that you get when you use the cheat codes for
Yeah,
CTR.
it's got a reverb. The sound effect just has that added reverb for effect, which like the emulator sort of like applied it to, so yeah. Effectively, it still thought I was still in that bonus round, simply because of the reverbs, like the sound effect reverbs within that, you know, ambience per se. That ambient area per se.
So what version of Mind Over Mutant did you guys get when you first bought it?
The first version I got. You just straight up like, I didn't buy it. The first version. Okay, people, let's calm down, okay. Alright.
Just buy that now, so you didn't fucking buy it.
The first version. The first version I got was the PlayStation 2 version, unsurprisingly.
I got the Wii.
Like, I got the PSP version, then I got the Wii version, and then I got the Xbox 360 version.
I need to get the Xbox 360 version.
The Xbox 360 version is the definitive version. Like, Crash's tattoos, they light up whenever you jack a mutant. It's so fucking sick.
Whenever you jack him up.
Even though, like, the concept.
What are they gonna make, like... I hope Microsoft makes Nitro Kart and Wrath of Cortex backwards compatible on the Xbox One, because that's like the Nitro Kart on Xbox is the definitive version.
There we go, people. I've beaten Sunset Vista without dying once. With the gem and the key intact. Like a boss.
Wow. Completely erect.
Completely erect. And wait, I have the key now, so I can go to Whole Hog. I might as well get out of the way.
Yeah. For some reason, my copy, when you get the Sunset Vista key, unlocks Fumbling in the Dark, and if you get the key in Jaws of Darkness, it unlocks Full Hog. It was like, I think it was only for the NTSC version, like of the Greatest Hits. I don't know, it was weird. Yeah, it was the Greatest Hits version.
What, was your disc defective or something?
It was something like that, dude.
Well, did something happen at that point, or... Like, every time you got there?
The keys were swapped.
Oh, I was gonna say, well, the keys look slopped.
Nah. Like, this key unlocked Fumbling in the Dark and Jaws of Darkness was unlocked.
Okay.
It was weird.
I know the exact mistake I made there. You see, because I'm used to jumping on top of those huts, like in Hog Wild, like, I wasn't meant to jump on there since there was a spike afterwards, and since, you know, it's hard to navigate yourself away from that after, since it's so close to you. Inevitably, I hit those fucking spikes.
Those spikes were like, hey dude. Hey dude.
Then again, like, I could piss easily glitch the fuck out of these games. Do you know what the best version... Really? Didn't even smash that box. Okay.
Shake my head. SMH.
What? That you literally just ran through the box though.
Tell me about it.
No,
no, basically he ran on top of the box. Like, it didn't register it as smashing the box. Which was retarded, like... It registered the wrong type of collision. As if it was like, fucking, you know, just canvas.
It's a pillbox.
No, not canvas, like terrain. A pillbox.
Yep. A terrain pillbox.
A terrain pillbox.
rain pillbox. The rain pillbox will only be there for several minutes before it disappears.
Several minutes later. Shit, I was close. Nearly missed that box.
5 minutes later.
How the fuck did I miss that box? You just did that shit once again. This time with a different box.
Because you didn't allow
EPSXE.
enough time for you to walk through it, I think. I think you just did it too soon.
No, it wasn't even that. It's just I went right up to it, just didn't smash it. Simply because of the way the emulator was registering it.
So
wow,
anyway,
really? Fucking walking over that box. I don't know how many times I'm gonna have to restart this level. EPSXE does not like this level. You sounded Mexican there. Like, Cupro!
GoPro, how are you doing? I am half Mexican, believe it or not. Even though I'm like the whitest person on the earth.
I don't know if you heard anyone calling people, but if you did, I sincerely apologize, but I'll deal with this.
So I will deal with them, not you bastards.
I found you, faker.
Ha 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 ha, we got you now. Just walk over there, please, thank you. Well, shit.
Two hours later.
Story of my life.
2 hours later.
later.
Anyways, I'm back, people. Had to deal with an interruption there, but you know.
Tell them to bugger. No, I'm joking. I was like, tell them to bugger off.
Well, at the same time, it was also business related, but you know, I'm not gonna say anything about it.
Whatever you do behind closed doors is none of my business.
Fucking hell.
What?
Behind closed doors. Nah, not that. The fact that I
right.
died for no reason. Like, I was meant to bounce off a fucking trampoline, but I didn't even fucking, bounce off it. I just died.
It looked like
That was so
retarded. It looked like he wanted to go straight into it, like.
I know, right?
Just like, take a dive right into it, like, okay. Cool. That's fine. When you say you're fine, you know you're fine, but you know you're not
It
fine.
really needs to stop walking over that box. Seriously, this is retarded. EPSXE just hates this level.
Pinnacle.
I think we found EPSXE's worst enemy.
Why don't you try it this way, right? When you do get that box, save state it and see if you can get from that point again.
I could
See
easily
if the
do
box
that,
glitches
but
then.
I don't need save states.
Well then, if you want to sit there and complain about it,
It's not an issue, it's just...
you make me come over there now.
It's not a massive issue. We'll see.
Not really, no.
Yeah. Also,
over
some
there.
people just wanna sleep now, apparently. But you know, I did warn them about this previously,
back.
not to interrupt me. Now it broke that box. Now it broke that box on the right. Thank fuck for that.
I don't know how delayed it is or anything like that.
About fucking
I got
time.
back.
But yeah, welcome back, Victor. Oh, I didn't know Victor was on BRB.
Yeah, I said I had to go on BRB. I had to drop some kids off at the pool.
Beg your pardon?
Drop some kids off at the pool. Well, I was interrupted anyway, I think, at that time, so yeah, that explains
Had to
my
get rid of
reason.
Some Victor Jr.
I don't know about Eric and Connor. Yeah, you had to deal
Oh, I'm
with
here.
yeah, you had to deal with some Victor Jr. business. Koala Con. Some people you know, the common mistake some people make with this level is that they try and hit him by jumping over the fucking lava when that doesn't even... No, that's not even the concept of this boss fight, okay?
Thing is,
You
though,
spin the rocks at
lava
him.
on the
I can't blame them, to be honest.
I
It looks
can't
like you
blame
can do
them.
that.
Yeah, it does look like it, but... Yeah, it looks like you can
No,
do
they
it,
put an
but...
invisible wall there so you can't jump.
Yeah, they put invisible collision. But yeah, thank fucking the original and the AAA remaster, you can spin the rocks. By smashing them up, and also effectively spinning them back straight away too. So that was a great help.
welcome.
Have a better experience.
You're welcome, like you made the game.
Insane. They just
Bitch, please.
The rock just crashed.
Bitch, fucking
It's like-
please.
I'll take that.
Seriously, Connor, I made a good decision adding you to the live stream. To the commentary of the live stream. I knew I wasn't gonna regret it.
I don't think I was either, but man overboard.
Piss easily defeated. He's down for the count. 8 live viewers. That's pretty decent, I gotta say. Okay, heavy machinery. Man, this level was like part of the anticipation for Insane Trilogy. I remember back in the PlayStation Experience 2016 demo. Yeah, it was one of the demos in the it's one of the levels in the playable demo at PlayStation Experience 2016, don't you remember? Okay, I don't know if you heard that since...
No.
I don't know if Victor heard that since I got no response.
Yes, I did hear you, but I'm listening on your side of the audio. Why do I sound so low?
Okay.
Hey,
That's
it
strange.
could be just like your volume in itself. Like you could have your output volume.
No, it's not. My volume is turned all the way up to the max. In the input volume.
Well, apparently I sound low according to him. Yeah, my input volume is all the way up to the max.
Oh, no, I mean like your volume's fine, like, but voice is quite low.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
It's almost like voice would be talking. Back.
You know it's funny.
Yeah, like, my mic is like completely fine, but like I listen to it.
It's
Shit.
He stood away
It's
from his
like
microphone.
fucking low for some reason.
Hey, wait. I think... Do you have sensitivity, like, disabled? Like, input sensitivity?
Let me see.
Because that's what I did for mine.
The thing with everything me, I got echo cancellation off, noise suppression off, automatic gain control off. I have those off because if I have those
Whoa, that was
enabled,
close.
I end up completely
Saw that one.
cut off. Yeah, the output volume is set to the middle. Input is all the way up, and sensitivity is halfway.
Whoa. I literally
It's
walked onto that
nothing of a
platform and
problem.
glitched onto it without even jumping.
I think it's just like in the stream. Weird.
Yo, maybe just... Like, leave and come back. Like, real quick. Or just disconnect and reconnect. Maybe that'll fix it.
That ought to do it.
Yeah, you know it's funny, like, his brand new username is Voice Legend, yet, like, he's the one having fucking problems being heard. Like, shit. He's supposed to be the Voice Legend, man, we're supposed to hear him, what the fuck is going on? Somebody tell me, what the fuck is going on? What is this world coming
fucking
to?
Streams just don't get along with me, I suppose.
Streams hate the fuck out of him.
Well, there's just okay. Well then, yeah,
Okay.
shit happens.
Indeed. Shit happens and you just gotta act accordingly.
Accordingly, yeah.
I'm the only motherfucker who'd be watching this stream and reading dirty comments.
Shit, that was so close.
This is hilarious.
Fuck, I don't know. That shit ricocheted me out of nowhere.
I thought you said fuck a Donna, like as in Madonna.
Fuck a Donna.
What?
Where are you getting that shit from?
That's exactly what I could like hear from the pitch. What you said, I was like, what? Partially listening. That's the point.
Wow, like the fact that I'm constantly being ricocheted off those fucking steam pots right there. Like, kicking up in the air like he's a fucking football.
Either that, or he's just been poked up the arse.
Yeah, that's another way to look at it.
Well, it could be worse. It could be a reversing truck.
And I died for
Yeah,
no
so I
reason,
started
but you know, it doesn't matter.
Introducing like
It's nothing of
point
value.
and click games. What do you guys think of them?
Point and click games.
Yeah, like Monkey Island and
Oh, yeah, those. I remember those.
like, so I started playing point and click games. Nah. Yeah.
Well, then again, like, point and click games in a way were like a thing of its time. I don't see much of them around anymore.
Well, there is Leisure Suit Larry, which just came out.
Yeah, that's something new
Larry
for point and click games.
They are a rarity. You don't see them much anymore, especially due to the that new style of games that just came out. What's that shit called? Detroit Become Human. And all that shit.
Detroit Become Human. I don't know exactly if you're referring to that, but yeah, most probably.
Yeah, that sort of gameplay kind of replaced point and click.
Mm.
Yeah, effectively.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'll go back just for the hell of it. Just to go through that other area, even though I don't have to. Because, you know, I don't really get the gem at this point anyway, so it doesn't matter. Come to think of it, I could have killed this son of a bitch of an invincibility, but, you know. Killed his retarded ass henchman. Yes, I could have come here first, but fuck it. Okay, waste of a mask, but whatever. Shh. Close.
Right.
Shit, I was so close. Man, the past few days have certainly been eventful, especially since it was Christmas and Boxing Day. Some people even like work on Christmas Day, which is hell.
What did you get for Christmas
Like, fuck
anyway?
working on Christmas Day. Wait. I'll tell you. Actually, I got a lot of things, well, some things I already knew I got. And some things were a surprise, which is awesome. But yeah, I'll mention a few things. I'll definitely say like all the games that I got, which is a few as well. But yeah, basically, I have an iPhone XS Max now, which is decent, and it's actually a decent phone because it seems as though Apple are now stepping up their game. And yeah, I have the 512GB version, which is really sick, like a phone of half a terabyte. We're in that era now, people. Like, it's only a matter of time before we actually get phones with terabytes in them. Man, this phone is gonna last half a decade. Or even a full decade, if I'm lucky. But then again, like, people change phones in like less than half a decade anyway, so I don't know, it really depends. But yeah, it's a sick phone.
Yeah.
For what it's worth. Oh yeah, as for the games that I got, like the games that I got were, well, they were games that I've been meaning to get. So like, they're not really any quote unquote anticipated games that have been coming out. Well, one of them is, but basically there are multiple purchases. Basically, I have Uncharted the Nathan Drake collection for the PlayStation 4. Yeah, entering generator room. Yeah, that's a game that I've been meaning to get. And like, when I originally purchased it, I accidentally got like the PlayStation Hits version. Like, only because fucking Game falsely advertised it as the original. So yeah, I was going for the original, but then like, I hunted the original on eBay, and thankfully it arrived in time for Christmas, even though it said it was gonna arrive afterwards. So yeah, that was a close call. But you know, I figured now that even I have the PlayStation Hits version, anyway, it's nice to keep in the collection. And and also, as I've mentioned earlier, another one of the games I got was Marvel Spider-Man Special Edition for the PlayStation 4. With like that special red packaging. Whoa, that was really close, nearly fell down there. Yeah, but anyways. Yeah. It's an awesome special edition. I haven't really started playing the game yet because, you know, how eventful the past few days have been. But, you know, it's something I really anticipate on playing, especially since, you know, how great people have been saying that it plays. Also, the other two games that I've got were like games that I've also been meaning to get, and those games were Call of Duty World War II and Call of Duty Black Ops 4 for both the PS4 and Xbox One. Like, I've at least played Black Ops 4 recently, and I actually like the online multiplayer personally. And yes, Black Ops 4 is essentially being, like, also, as well as being developed by Treyarch, it's also developed, like, in association with Beanox as well, aka the main developers for Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled. So yeah, some Activision connection right there, I must say. Since, you know, Activision also owns Call of Duty, so in a way it makes sense. But yeah, also another game that I got, well, technically this is a game slash soundtrack, but it's very obscure and it's something that people don't know. But like, basically, it's mainly a soundtrack for a show, an old TV game show that I used to watch. Like, it's called Hugo, and it's basically, I ordered it from a YouTuber called, well, I say ordered, but I purchased it from a YouTuber called Haruka Tavares, who's also Portuguese like I am, and she happened to have owned like that soundtrack, which was used in the Portuguese broadcast of the Hugo live TV game show that I actually grew up with. Shit, I hate the input lag right now. And within that disc there's also, it included a minigame with one of the levels from the show, and that was the cliffhanger level from the Hugo TV game show, the interactive game show that people used to phone in to play. So yeah, it was a game of its time. And another amazing thing it featured was like the actual theme song, like the actual tune used like for the actual theme song that was used across multiple like multiple European broadcasts of like the Hugo interactive live TV game show series, which, you know, was also featured in like the Portuguese relaunch in 2001, Ora Agaugo e Amigos. Yeah, like this is like basically part of my personal nostalgia, which is why like I went back and got it, and fucking hell, fucking dying for no reason here. And yeah, Old Classic Gamer pointed it out to me while he was having a conversation with Haruka, and he asked if I was like interested, and I was like, well, I'm certainly interested. This is an opportunity I can't afford to miss, since like Hugo like has like, I have like a personal childhood connection with like Hugo as a franchise, like a connection that like can't even compare to anyone. But you know, it is what it is. Like, I was amazed that such a thing even exists, because I didn't even know that even existed, and Haruka was the only one selling it, so yeah, it makes sense. But yeah, it was nice to buy for Christmas, which was cool. But yeah, on top of that, I also got a hoodie and some Game Boy pajamas, which I'm actually wearing right now, which is cool. I don't know if you guys are still here, but or you just politely letting me talk. Oh, you muted your mics. Okay.
No, I didn't mute at all. I'm still here.
Okay.
I mean, my mic because my brother came in and I didn't want noise to
seems to be a problem between you and me anyway, because whenever I'm saying something, it's like you can't even hear me.
It's crazy. Why did he fucking walk off just then? Like, as soon as I went back to the emulator, he just walked off for no reason. You're gonna see this fucked up shit.
Did you press the button previously before you turned it off? Like, did you press like backwards or forwards, whatever you used to move that way?
Nah, it's just fucking input failure. What? Like input misclarification. Yeah, that does tend to happen if you were holding the button before. Like you went back to it. I should be past this by now.
I'll be right back again.
But yeah, what do you guys make of like the whole Hugo situation that I've been talking about?
I was probably absent for that little discussion, but go for it again if you're willing to chat about it.
It's a lot to say. But yeah, basically like Hugo was a franchise where originally it was like an interactive live TV game show broadcast across, and it was really popular in European countries. Like it was here in the UK, but it wasn't as popular. It was in the UK as well, but it wasn't as popular. But like in European countries such as Portugal and all that, which is, you know, the Portuguese broadcast was the one that I personally grew up with. That soundtrack really gave me like a great sense of nostalgia. Like nostalgia that like it formed like, actually I don't know how to put it, but basically Hugo in general like has its own like childhood connection with me personally that can't even compare to like other franchises, even though Crash Bandicoot is one of the very special ones too. Like, but the fact that Hugo is actually even more obscure and very rare, like, just makes it all that more valuable. Like, it gives it all that more sense of like, you know, remembering like the simpler time of like when it was around back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically like
Where it wasn't a rare commodity to come across it.
yeah. Like it had the soundtrack. Like it had the track. Shit, why am I dying for no reason? Like it had the track from the original show. Well, not the original show, but it had like the track for the theme tune of the relaunched show Ora ga Ogu e Amigos for like the live broadcast in Portugal, which has ceased to air as of like the early 2000s. So yeah, it was a 90s / early 2000s thing. But you don't even see game shows like that anymore. You don't see game shows that, you know, people phone in to play. But yeah, Old Classic Gamer knows exactly what I'm talking about, because he also has a childish, what the hell? A childhood connection. Childish. Fucking childish connection, what a way to put it. But yeah, he's also had a childhood connection with Hugo the franchise himself, but with the Serbian broadcast. But then again, you know, everyone has a different story. We all grew up with different things, so
Yeah, exactly.
that's also made the connection with what the disc had to offer like even more special to me personally. You know, like me and Haruka even had like a conversation like on Discord about it, and the show and the franchise in general, after like, you know, we were just, after I, you know, played the game and listened to the soundtrack and I received it. It arrived much faster than usual. Well, it arrived much faster than expected, I mean.
Yeah.
Considering, you know, the customs that you have to go through. Well, actually, technically there weren't customs, it's just this time of year, shipping is hectic. Especially when you're, like, importing from country to country. Or continent to continent, per se. But yeah, it's basically a lot of what I got for Christmas. Oh yeah,
Nice.
oh yeah, I think you also missed a part where I said that I also got, like, some new jumpers, a nice hoodie from family, and
Nice.
some Game Boy pajamas, which I'm actually wearing right now. And they're comfortable as fuck. I can't believe I've actually been going on for only an hour and a half. Wow, the gem. The commentaries seem to be going quiet, but you know, it's been chill. Okay, I know which level to go to. Upstream. Honestly, I shouldn't have died that many times in Generator Room, but you know, so caught up in conversation.
I think when you're balancing conversation and trying to concentrate on a game, it kind of like hinders it a little bit. But it's not, no offense to the person or to the doing person doing it. Like,
well, it wasn't 100% down to that either. It's also due to the fact that, you know, the input lag and the emulation in general.
Exactly, yeah.
Like, that
Like,
really
if you're
doesn't help
streaming
the
it as well,
situation.
you can get like a little lag as well, and that can cause a bit of
Yeah, sometimes it adds like that additional lag on top of the emulator depending on how, like, it's processing it. It's like it's extra processing power for the PC. Even though I'm using like GPU processing.
There's like there's a bit involved where when you're emulating as well, especially from, I think certain emulators allow you to play online against people as well. You know, if it has like multiplayer, let's say.
Yeah.
I've heard of that been happening before. I was just curious how that happens, because I'd like to do that. Get it set up and stuff. Like something like what's it? Medal of Honor: Rising Sun. That shit was pretty awesome for its time, and I think it's probably one of the best Medal of Honors.
Medal of Honor is a classic
Just for-
franchise.
Yeah.
Fucking hell! I can't believe I died right at the end of the level. You fucking kidding me? After I smashed all the crates.
Wow. Shit.
I know I could have waited, but still. Like I had that planned. Like, it was a good plan, it just wasn't executed well.
Yeah.
Like, it's easy to fuck up, even if you are a professional. Okay, I don't know why I didn't spin that. Okay. Yeah, that's a flaw with the original itself. The momentum does fuck you over. Which is really stupid. I spun that son of a bitch, what the fuck? I'm getting rusty now for some reason.
I think sometimes when we're trying to speedrun through it, like, and trying to get through it, we end up like losing quite a more lives than we actually end up gaining. I've done it before when I'm trying to regain lives for was it a slippery climb. I ended up losing more lives than I ended up gaining. I was like, fuck this. Not rage quitting, but like I think I might have used up maybe 10 lives doing that level because I was still a bit rusty playing it. Shit.
I'm not even the rage quitting type myself, so
it's like I'm like I have to do this. I can't just.
Yeah, I can't leave a shit unfinished. Must persist until I succeed. That's the type of person I am. Yeah, you can't really 100% trust. You can't really 100% trust like either of the mechanics, but the originals are better ultimately.
Yeah.
Okay, let's make it through this
you know,
time.
With password, because they didn't have saves. Like I know, like some games, if they were, depending where they were ported, because PlayStation 1 hadn't many. Was it because they didn't have many memory cards issued, or like
Fucking hell! I can't believe the same shit happened again. Okay, next time I'm gonna wait, because I'm not trusting these mechanics anymore. It's just like fuck it. I know I could save state, but I'm just doing this. I'm doing this for traditional way.
Do it legitimately. Exactly.
Yeah. Just the fact that this is fucking up, it's just very unconventional.
It's
But at the same time, I know I could be doing a lot worse.
could be, yeah.
But yeah, Hugo is a franchise that's very dear to me, personally. Like... Shit, that was close. Like, you know, something that can't even compare. Like, have you ever had that with, like, any other franchises?
Where, like, you know, a certain aspect should be working, and then something is like, I don't know what, for whatever reason, it just doesn't go to fruition. It's like, what?
That shit. Just made it. Yeah, I was wise to wait that one out. I was wise to pace it out. Oh my god. Like, I've been going on for like over an hour and 40 minutes now. It feels like I've been going for longer, funnily enough.
It does sometimes when well, if you're doing for the gems, you've got to backtrack sometimes. It's good to go. I think you just pretty much, I think it's that time and pace just takes quite a lot. I think you do know quite a bit when you've just done maybe like 3/4 of an hour, let's say.
I'm on the island where you do like the most backtracking anyway, so like it's not much of an issue. Toxic waste. Oh, the level where we get the blue gem. Okay, considering this level is simple and straightforward, it would be a piss take to fuck up over a technicality. Like, see, this is literally the only reason I ever fuck up in a Crash game these days. Technicalities, and that's all it'll ever will be. That's all it ever will be, and that's just... And that's just facts, you know. Well, any game I'm good at, effectively.
Yeah. Like, I've always liked strategy games like Command and Conquer, like those old ones, and I know like the mechanics off by heart, like the AI, how they work and everything like that. So I know what you're talking about when you talk about you know, the workings of Crash and that, and you know the let's just say the physical mechanics.
Yeah, the AI gets retarded.
Yeah. Like for me, in Command and Conquer, the AI gets retarded when their Autrox get stuck.
And my monitor wants to be a retard. But I've resolved that. Oh no, it just came up with a message that it's gonna power off in 5 minutes, so I pressed the button in order to make the message fuck off. Fucking cunt.
Shit.
Wow, okay, I lost both my Akraku masks for no reason.
Sucks.
What? How is that even possible? Fucking hell. I landed on there and I died for no reason. And who's listening to shit in the background?
Oh shit, sorry about that, dude. Second.
Yeah, some people like mic spam and shit. God man, literally, I made it on there, then I fell off for no reason whatsoever. It's like complete misconception of the game's mechanics. Like a complete misconception. Like it should never have happened. And this level is super piss easy and straightforward as well. Wow. And just right there I lose an Akraku mask for no reason. I'm getting all these glitches of the game's mechanics. Like, getting glitches off the game's mechanics is such a piss take. Well, ones that fuck you over anyway. Yes, bitch. Are you still there, or are you just watching a video? Shit. You're fucking kidding me. Hitbox misconception. Then again, it's not as if the originals are perfect either, but they were better than the original. Oh. Okay, just sorry dude, my brother is playing stuff via his phone, so out of respect, just muting the mic. Oh, cheers for letting me know on that. You could easily let me know that on Discord, but the fact that you mentioned that in the Twitch live chat as well, helps too. So either way, I greatly appreciate it. But yeah, you know, some people and their interruptions. Like, they don't know how to take a hint. Yeah, I don't know, like, how long it's gonna be muted for, but okay. But you know, it'd be nice to keep the commentary still going. Keep it interesting and shit, but you know how it is. I don't know, sometimes people just gotta take a break. Then again, you know, some people in my house are trying to sleep at the moment, but you know, this live stream shouldn't be long. Yeah, like, I'm not trusting anything right now. Especially when it comes to this emulator. Like, EPSXE was never a perfect emulator, to be honest. So yeah, it is basically bastardizing how the original plays, so... Okay, this was where I shouldn't have died the first time. It's a very straightforward level, so no deaths are expected. Just execution can be a bitch sometimes. Okay. Okay, some Nibian now. Are you kidding me? All because of a fucking dickhead. This is just wasting time now. You know, fuck it. I'm just gonna spin these crates. God, I'm boiling too. Like shit. What? Oh, are you kidding me? How did I touch that? Wow, like, why did he stop there? He stopped for no reason. And yeah, people, I do try and have fun, don't get me wrong. It's just that, you know, when situations get bad, you know, you can't help. But, you know, tell the truth. Well, really, you can't help to, you know, express your, how you truly feel about the current situation. That's basically how it is. Like, you can't fake expressions just for the sake of pleasing people who just want someone to be happy 24/7, because that's just not realistic. Like, I'd rather be realistic than create a fake persona. You know. Okay, let's do this right this time. The last time I died, it was just a complete and utter fucking piss take of a joke. Like, it's not, that wasn't even funny. It was so retarded it wasn't even funny. But yes, people, we finally have a blue gem. Okay, blue gem, so I'm backtracking all the way to, what you call it, jungle rollers first off, then going to toxic waste. I know I could do it the other way around, but I'm doing it this way, just so I don't have to do this later. I don't know how long they're gonna be, but okay. Victor's currently on BRB, so is Connor. I don't know about Eric. But yeah, those people watching. Like, but yeah, anyways, people, those people who are currently watching, like, how are you enjoying the live stream at the moment?
Very well indeed.
Lol.
So
I see Connor came back.
I had to mute my mic for a little bit because
Yeah, I read the message on Twitch. About time someone came back, you know.
yeah.
Just like for it to go from lively to like, you know, being left hanging, even though it was unintentional.
Yeah.
The feeling.
We should get like a, you know, between me, you, Voice Legend, and Eric, all four of us, should get like a game we can get.
Hello, guys, you there?
Hey, Voice.
Yo.
Fortunately, I'm gonna have to get going. I gotta go somewhere.
Alright. Well, you did say you'd only be here
Like
for
that.
a bit, so it's
Like I can tell you
understandable.
that I would be here for a bit, yeah. So, you guys enjoy the stream, and I will see you guys next time.
Alright, man.
There's man. Take care. It's been great having you here on the live stream.
without the
Cheers for
gems.
joining. What, without the Brio tokens?
No, I mean, like,
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
like-
Yeah, like that area about the
Yeah, without
gems. No, you can't. Like, you actually have to have the gem platform to actually go down to that path. Otherwise, the collision detection will just detect it as a whole, like as a pit itself. If you just go down there directly without using the platform. So yeah, if they made that a thing. And they kept that thing in the AAA remaster just to keep faithful to the original. But yeah, it's nice that Victor joined one of the regulars.
I was gonna say, be nice if we if all four of us could collab at one stage or something. Like,
Yeah, yeah, that'd be
if we were to
sick.
do we do like something like a strategy game or something like that, where like none of us is like particularly perfect at the game, like, you know, none of us have to be, but it's just would be like a nice laugh to be like, you know, like, oh shit, well,
Yeah, it'd just be
it's
a
like, well,
laugh.
the AI is
You know? Oh yeah, Cortex
like,
Power as
the
well.
four
I was
of
meant
us
to go
versus-
to.
it'd be like the four of us versus AI or something like that, and we'll just be having a laugh. Or like a handicap match where three versus one or something like that. Because somebody quickly changes teams and shit.
Yeah, that'd be jokes. Oh yeah, another thing that I got was Cards Against Humanity. That's another thing that I forgot to mention.
Right.
Like the actual card game. Like the
Yeah.
UK edition. It's a hilarious satirical
we got-
card game. You know, like, there's like, you can actually play Cards Against Humanity online. Like, there's like an
Yeah.
online server. Like, I did that once with a few people. Like, I did that with Rich Renegade, Clarinet Gamer, and Zombiehunter's Comeback / SkullCrusher. Like, it's on Clarinet Gamer's channel and SkullCrusher's channel as well, as they both recorded the match. Well, like, yeah, while I was on my phone. Yeah, I say match. Oh yeah, common mistake. Always smash this checkpoint before backtracking to the other side, otherwise you're just digging a deeper hole for yourself. You're just making it much harder for yourself than what it already is, than what it's supposed to be. Okay.
I'd love it if like all four of us were playing something like Worms or something like fucking what's it called?
Okay, I have to wait now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to wait for the invincibility to wear off, otherwise I'm gonna blow up those TNT crates without holding this bridge. And how am I dying? Well, not dying, but how the fuck did I lose that Alcoku mask? Well, I know how I lost it, but the question is, why should I have lost it in the first place? Fuck, that was close. See, I don't like the fucking uncertainty of these mechanics. Well, yeah, the AAA remaster has uncertainty in its mechanics as well, but especially this with the momentum, not knowing where you're gonna land. It's just fucking retarded. Like, I can understand why they removed that, but at the same time, like, it's not perfect. Even removing it wasn't perfect either. I don't know why I felt like I had to paste that out, but I had to. Oh, I'm actually using the latest version of EPSXE. I'm using EPSXE 2.0.5.
That's what I'm using, and I have no problem with the momentum mechanics.
It just happens, you know.
Well,
it depends, because I'm streaming too.
I think sometimes when you do,
it happens sometimes. It doesn't happen all the time. Well, it happens most of the time, actually, but like, you gotta admit, it does happen most of the time, even on a really good PC. Like, this PC I'm using is a custom-built gaming PC that I built back in October 2016, and I basically went all out on this PC, choosing like the best specs of its time, or the best specs that I can afford of its time.
I think I remember actually you talking about it in one of my live streams when you came round.
Yeah, I think I mentioned that in one of your live streams,
Yeah,
like in the live chat.
I think you and Control up down talking about it as well, because both of you were in the chat talking about computers, and then you ask each other the specs of each other, and it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, now you also know that it's not even my computer, it's the emulator. I mean, the fault is within the emulator itself.
Yeah.
After all, they are unofficial, so it doesn't surprise me. What can I say? Emulation was never perfected. Yes, you can hit him 3 times up here in the original. Well, you can, for the first 3 hit points, you can hit Pinstripe 3 times in a row. But you can only do that in the original, and that's only if you haven't at least hit him once or twice before. Otherwise, you can't do that. It just won't work.
Yeah, I noticed. Like, when I played this at first when I was playing this as a kid, I discovered that when I was just like standing and he just kept taking hits, I was like, cool, how many hits can I take? I was like, only 3. Because then he shot me, I was like, oh fuck, okay. Push my luck.
Yeah. It just makes the boss fight that much piss easier. And I beat him within seconds. Like a boss. Oh yeah, that always happens whenever you beat Pinstripe. Like the way it loads. You know, whenever it's like shading out. Well,
yeah.
when it's like fading in. The high road people. Like at that point specifically. That happens on the original console too, so it's not an emulation issue.
Yeah.
We have a high road for the level that was responsible for so many game overs in the AAA remastered trilogy back in 2017, but not for me. You know, it's funny, like, even to this day, I've not had a single game over in Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy ever since I got it on release date. Fucking hell. I just hate it when the jump doesn't register. It's a bitch!
I still can't believe it's not butter.
Oh, we got a pub of it, yeah. Ain't got butterfingers or some shit, but you know. Okay, for some reason it didn't want to walk over that gap, but you know. We got some collision detection failure. We got some collision detection failure over here. Fucking cunt. Stupid hog. There we go, jumped over that poof.
Sorry, as I'm watching the stream as well,
Wow, he doesn't want to
5.
jump on the ropes now too, what an idiot.
What a dick.
Whoa. Fucking retarded ass emulator.
You know what they say about emulators.
Emulation was never perfected. That's like a perfect advert. Like that's the perfect like infomercial to make for
That should have been the
emulators.
PlayStation 1 emulation.
Information was never perfected.
Well,
That's technically true, you know. Information was never perfected either, because you know how people can, you know, mistype some information. It's easy to misinform someone after all.
Oh, the manipulation is there. All you gotta do is look hard enough.
Fucking hell. It's too fucking all over the place. Then again, same can be said for Insane Trilogy, because I do recall having the same problem, especially in my Let's Play. But I'm currently still doing.
They're recorded on YouTube, is it?
Yeah, that's on YouTube. Well, of course. It has to be. But yeah, anyways, people. Those of you keeping up with my Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy Let's Play, like on the PS4 version, like basically, as you guys know, like all parts up to 24 have been uploaded as of present, and I only have 2 outstanding parts that just require editing. And that should be the end of that. So yeah, all the parts until part 24 are currently the ones that are uploaded at the moment, and part 25 and part 26 are the 2 parts that I have pre-recorded in the binge recording session from back in June 2018, which I still need to finish editing. So, and plus, since 2018 is coming to an end, like much sooner, in just under a week, much sooner than we all expect, unsurprisingly, like those parts shall be released in 2019 as a result. And in a way, it's also quite fitting, since, you know, effectively it's a new start, and part 25 is where I actually start Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped within Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy for the Let's Play. So yeah, people, if feel free and be sure to stay tuned for that.
Everybody now. Sounds like a lot of hoopla. Did I just hear a sneeze this time?
I don't even know, maybe it was my chair creaking. Okay, I got the high road. The high road.
All I heard was itch.
Ick you. Okay, I'm on slippery climb now.
Yeah, steady on, mate.
Alright. Man, the physics for this in the AAA remaster, you don't even want to know. Especially for the time trials. They are such a bitch.
Yeah.
Wow, why wasn't he going into that place? Why wasn't he going into that area instead of, like, just going straight? It's so fucked up. I'm probably gonna have to switch controller or some shit. But I'm not gonna do it now because, you know, I'm pretty much used to this controller at the same time. Like, I've been using it for ages, like, in terms of emulation, so... It's basically like a combination of a PS1/PS2 controller and a PC controller.
Yeah.
And it's made by the brand Thrustmaster. So yeah, it's quite an old controller, but it's still functional. It just can be a bit of a bitch sometimes. Okay, I jumped way too early there. There we go, made it up there. But yeah, the physics in the AAA remaster, especially for this level, don't even get me started. Like, the amount of times anyone could just piss easily fall through a gap that's right in between, like, the staircase and the elevator right at the bottom. That takes the fucking piss, especially during a time trial. Even if you're going for a platinum relic, which, you know, I've succeeded in getting across all 3 games in the AAA remastered trilogy. I did that all casually on, like, an offline profile on my PS4 Pro. And I'm doing them again in my, using my actual PSN account within my Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy Let's Play. Just to showcase that they're possible to get.
Oh, definitely.
Not only that, but, you know, it shows a good level of competence too, which is another reason why, like, I'm showcasing all platinum relics being collected.
Just to show that they are exactly possible to...
Yeah, it's not just PR people. Fucking hell. That was so close. Seriously, I am not trusting these mechanics. And I died just like that. Although thank fuck the Brio bonus rounds are nothing of value in the original, so... This is the AAA remaster, I could potentially be here for ages. Just like I was in the Let's Play. Like, it wasn't even fucking funny. Like, the Brio bonus rounds in the AAA remasters, for ones in, like, at least, well, not all of them, but 2 of them, the one from Heavy Machinery and the one from Slippery Climb, those 2 were the biggest bitches in the AAA remastered build of Crash Bandicoot 1. Like, they wasted so much time. So yeah, basically you have to relearn the game entirely, because the depth perception and everything is fucked up from what you remember. I think like this emulator is also kind of, well, every emulator is pretty much poorly coded, but which is no surprise. Okay, so I've got the red gem is Slippery Climb, which means I can backtrack to Native Fortress and Road to Nowhere. I don't even know where Eric went.
He's gone radio silent.
Yeah, it's still us two. But you know, it's cool. What the fuck? Wow, I spin. Then again, I did spin quite early, so that explains that. Like, the way the hitbox finishes. But yeah, apart from that, I hope everyone who's watching is enjoying the live stream. Like, how are you enjoying the live stream, Connor? Or like, how are you finding it at the moment?
I'm enjoying this. Like, it's like, you know, if you want to like find out how to do this with 100% and whatnot, you know, even with mistakes in, like, then you'd be watching the stream that you know, covet to watch, you know, because it's raw and it can be full of like fuck ups at one stage, you know, because at the same, like, you know, from technical issues with the controller or the emulator being very unpredictable with the
yeah, that's what makes it partially like unplayable, as proven. But yeah, like, you see, live streams, obviously everything is raw, it's all as is. Like, you see everything as it is, like, unedited.
Yeah.
Like, only thing you pretty much have, like, quote unquote edited is everything that you have set up, like, prior. And that's all you need to do. That's the convenience of live streaming. God, I was literally about to jump, but thank fuck I saved myself.
Oh, fucking fire. Oh shit.
But yeah, that's basically how my Let's Play was. Like, much earlier on when I was in the Crash Bandicoot 1 stage of Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. Like, there were so many fuck-ups, especially during the time trials, but then, like, as I've Crash 2, I started cutting them down because I just wanted to get them done. It's like, well, it's been like over a year since I started the Let's Play. Like, I started Let's Playing the game ever since it came out. Well, I started Let's Playing the AAA Remastered Trilogy ever since it came out. So, that explains that. Whoa, man, I really wish I didn't jump there, because that created a terrible misconception where, like, I almost fell off when I actually didn't, and then I jump into that fucking fire for no reason. I hate it when that happens. Like, the game just creates, like, a fucking ridiculously pointless misconception. Like, it's so fucking stupid. But you know, at least I didn't die. That would have been the worst case scenario. Hey, wait, I think Cola Pro is messaging me on... Oh, he's trying to call me.
I like the
That's
backdrop.
strange, because I didn't get it.
Skybox.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I like the backdrop as well, the skybox. It looks so sick. You know, it's funny, in the original, they just used this image, like, back here. And you just see it scrolling around consistency. It, like, follows the player. So technically, like, you're only scrolling through the assets. while the background like constantly remains the same throughout. Whereas in the AAA remaster, obviously they created a whole new skybox, making it all dynamic, which is a cool touch. Oh fuck. I hate when that happens. Another misconception which almost caused me to die, but thank fuck I didn't die. Oh, well, at least I'm at the safe part of the level where there's literally no risk of death whatsoever.
Yep.
Anyways, have you ever 100% completed Crash Bandicoot 1 before? And I'm talking about the original here.
Yeah, the original. I've done it before, but, you know, once I've done it, I'm like... I'll do it again, but, like, it'll probably take me a while before I want to go back to it. Like, I don't mind doing it again, like, it's just like... That bitch was so annoying.
Yeah.
So I'll do it again later.
It doesn't surprise me knowing how punishing the difficulty is and would be towards a casual. Hell, they're finding the fucking AAA remaster challenging, and that objective is easier to work with. It's just the physics are not easier, are the opposite. It's just the physics are harder to work with, but it is what it is. But it is still funny how they fuck up on the AAA remaster in comparison to the original, because objective-wise, the original is harder due to the like the whole gem collection concept. Like Sunset Vista, for example, was so much easier.
It was. In terms of it, I guess the demographics of the level, really, isn't it? It's just like just how it is and just how it plays out.
Why do you have to do that? Every time I want to use the fucking ropes, you have to fall off.
Favorite level in Crash 1 is no Road to Nowhere.
Inconvenient son of a cunt. But yeah. But yeah, anyways, it was easier objective-wise because of the gems. Alright, I'll just wait for Connor to come back because, you know, stuff to deal with. I think Cola Pro was calling, but I think he's offline now. I've got 4 live viewers. Oh, Nick was asking. Okay. XD, I was here, lol. Favorite level in Crash 1? Honestly, like, some of those questions are unanswerable. Well, for me personally. Especially when it comes to picking a favorite.
Well, okay. If it makes it easier for you, pick your top 3.
Like, even then, I can't. I don't know, I'm just trying to concentrate, so like I'm not really in that mindset right now.
Yeah. Okay, probably easy to say what's your least favourite.
Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but, you know. That's still a chill live stream.
It is.
What? Okay, I blew up that TNT crate unintentionally there. Fucking EPSXC. What a bastardizing emulator. It's very bastardizing the way it was coded. But it does work better than most emulators. I think like EPSXE and RetroArch are a close match. Even though
I like RetroArch because of the just the smoothing textures.
yeah, I like
You get so much
RetroArch.
of the.
Yeah, I like
rarely use
RetroArch
it.
because of the
I can't figure it out sometimes.
Yeah, I like RetroArch because of how basically it provides like a more accurate emulation, you know, which makes the experience more authentic and as it's closer to the original. Even with like the smoothing, you have like the ability to smooth certain jagged edges and stuff. Of course you can never get it perfect, but you know how it is.
Exactly.
No matter how great you can get it to look, emulation has never been perfected. Don't think it ever will be, to be honest. But you know, that's just how it is, you know. It's emulation. You can't expect much. I almost forgot like how in the AAA remaster, like in the original, there's no portal at the end. Like there's no portal at that end section, which they added in the AAA remaster for that extended section.
No, it's like so. It's save you going backwards.
Yeah. I still made it back anyway. It was piss easy, but you know. Notice how I'm not even using the save function whatsoever, like a boss. I'm just jumping to the password screen and then just skipping past it.
Yeah, it's like
Too prestigious for that shit. Okay, so I got the gems in both those levels. Time for lights out. Yeah, I'm basically almost done with this game, but I'm not close to finishing it just yet.
You know how like you know all the mechanics for like Crash. I'm pretty much the same.
That fucked up terribly.
The first two.
But yeah, as you were saying.
Okay. Oh yeah, I see now how you do. Fuck.
Yeah, that jump really fucked up. Like, I was like, where the fuck did that shit come from?
It just like, almost like he smacked his head off the roof and he just like stopped momentum.
Dude, it's like the roof's collision suddenly dropped to a lower height or some shit. Like, what the fuck was that all about?
Yeah, that or he just like, you know, you ever get that where he just like jumps but faint jump. Doesn't jump to how it's meant to. Yeah, what I was saying was like, you know how you say like you're pretty much in depth with the mechanics.
Oh, some funniest shit just happened. Oh wait, I didn't need to restart the level. Oh well. But yeah, I died as I spun the checkpoint. Like I was gonna land on the next platform then as I was falling down. I spun the checkpoint and I simultaneously, however you want to pronounce it, fell down the pit.
Yeah. Well, at least you got the
what a cheap ass way to
though.
die. Yeah, at least I got the checkpoint. But I'm restarting. I restarted unintentionally too, but it was kind of like a reflex action, you know.
I think it was because when you were doing it initially, you had to.
Yeah, I had to. It was always a reflex action of mine whenever I died, like, especially in Crush 1, knowing its very punishing difficulty. Like, the original had very punishing difficulty, but the physics in the original are actually far more forgiving than in the AAA remaster.
That's for sure.
That's for certain. A lot of people compare it to Dark Souls. Bitch, please, they're comparing fucking Spyro Reignited Trilogy to Dark Souls, and that game is much easier than this game. I'm like, bitch, if you think Crash Bandicoot is hard, try playing the original Rayman. That is even more punishing, and even though, like, to me personally as well, Rayman actually isn't, even for Rayman though, for me personally, it's still not that balls-droppingly hard as a lot of people still make it out to be. I've completed that game a fair amount of times too, like a certain amount of times to actually know how to complete it, so it's a case of knowing how to complete it. But if you want to play a game
Yeah,
harder
exactly.
than the original Rayman, like play a fucking game like Super Meat Boy. That game's fucking challenging and brutal as fuck. Hell, play Oddworld Abe's Exodus, man. That game is
Oddworld
so
Abe's
fucking
Odyssey
long
without the saves.
and challenging.
Without,
Oh no,
you know,
Oddworld without the quick saves, yeah, but
Abe's
no, Oddworld Abe's Odyssey. I mean, Oddworld Abe's Odyssey is actually much easier because A, it's a shorter game, and B, if you want to complete 100%, you don't have to rescue all of the Madokans. Only a certain amount, whereas in Oddworld Abe's Exodus, you have to. And not only that,
yeah.
but like the
If you
physics
want all of the
themselves
Madokans, though.
are very punishing too, especially with the fleeches. Like, you could easily get yourself eaten by those fleeches, which is a piss take, and you barely get time to move.
Yeah.
In certain
They're meant
points,
to be
you're
like-
like fucking
they're meant to be
cornered almost everywhere you go.
They're meant to be like friendly, but like they're not really.
That's like, if you think the original Oddworld Abe's Odyssey is hard, play its sequel, Oddworld Abe's Exodus. It just takes brutality to the
Oh.
next level.
The bit that annoys me is when you're in the part where, you know, those little grubs that you used to feed
Yeah.
food. Those piss me off. I'm like, okay, because you have to get the depressed ones out of there first. You know, the depressed Mudokons. Oh.
Yeah, the British
Oh.
Madokans. Yeah, I like the variety
It's just
they
funny when they
added
do-
in Abe's Exodus, but you know, the inconveniences that some of the shit causes you. Now that
It's just
game
funny
is
when
like
it's just like-
super balls droppingly hard. But yeah, that is hilarious when they're all like, oh, like all of
They
them
just
doing it
decide
in one
because they
go.
get so depressed, so they kill themselves for it. Like they make
Yeah,
themselves
like-
walk into like a building.
Yeah, like they make them fucking suicidal as fuck.
Yeah, this it's so bad. Like
Yeah, like they get all the fucking Madokans pissed on Soulstorm Brew.
yes,
Speaking of which,
my
like,
region will stay in that town.
speaking of which, like, Oddworld Soulstorm has been in development for quite some time now. A good number of years,
Yeah.
it's been.
Yeah,
And in all honesty, just let it take its time. They gotta make it the best they can. And yeah, supposedly, it's either a remake, like a full-on remake, and not a AAA remaster, but an actual full-on remake of Oddworld Abe's Exodus, or a brand new game based on the events of Oddworld Abe's Exodus, at the very least. But the story is either being retold, or it's just a brand new improvised story based on those events. We don't know for sure, but those are the rumours going around about Oddworld Soulstorm, like, at the moment at present. But you know, nothing's 100% confirmed on that as of yet. Like, the last we heard of Oddworld Soulstorm was back in EGX 2017. With, what's his name? Like, the creator of Oddworld. At least I think he was the creator of Oddworld. Unless I'm mistaken. Dude, like, I had his name there for a second. Oh yeah, never spin this cobra. Never spin that snake. Otherwise, you lose that second Cortex token, and I almost died there. That was a risky explosion to take damage from. Oh, I was gonna get that Wumpa fruit, fucking cunt. And I still made it back. Taking risks here.
I can see it's just like shit.
Okay. Yeah, I'm skipping this shit entirely. I'm just getting the keys straight. It's like the boxes don't even matter in these bonus rounds, thank fuck. In the original they don't matter, but in the AAA remaster they do matter. But yeah, that's both keys obtained now.
Does the other key unlock? Because I forgot. Why does it not do that?
Does it not do what? I was just concentrated.
So I'm playing Civ 5 and two civilizations decided to go to war against one and the other. Like, okay, I'm staying the fuck out of that.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, keep the fuck out. It's the best way to deal with it.
Yeah.
Well, I hate it when it doesn't register the spin. Well, it registers the spin, but like, you know, it stores the spin, which is retarded as fuck.
What a tick. Okay, you want to go, do you? Right then.
Okay, so...
Okay.
There, that's Jaws of Darkness complete.
Sorry if you can hear snoring in the background, that's my brother asleep.
Yeah, I can just about hear it.
Sorry.
You know, it's funny how, like, Eric was yawning before the live stream actually started, and we were saying, like, how, like, he could turn it into a snooze fest. Well, he doesn't have to do that anymore. Looks like someone else has taken his job for that. Okay, fumbling in the dark. No, it's funny, like, wow, really, like, the way it just scrapes. That happens in the AAA remaster too, to be honest. Like, the way he just scrapes, like, the fucking top of the arch, well, the side of the arch whenever he's jumping. It's retarded as fuck. But yeah, as I was gonna say before I was rudely interrupted by a mechanical fuck-up, I was gonna say that, you know, it's funny how, like, you know, fucking casuals who got Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy on release date, at least, like, most of them, they left, like, fumbling in the dark to, like, one of the last things, and I'm like, really, when you could just get it out the way? Like, it's right there, as soon as you unlock it. Well,
Yeah.
well, for me personally, that's just instinct, as I'm a backtrack as you go person, but, you know.
Yeah.
But then, even then, you know, for the sake of convenience, it helps. What? Shit. That first jump, I saved myself, but that second jump, I wasn't very fortunate. I must admit that.
Don't you just hate when your mouse just like so if you're playing something on the computer, your mouse just jumps the fucking gun and you're like, no, you fucking asshole. Okay, that's
Yeah.
my mouse in a nutshell.
It's fucked up. Your mouse is fucking up on you.
Oh, it's got an adjustable, like, what do you call it? No. Sensitivity.
Oh yeah, like, I had that on a few mices back. Or a few mice back.
Yeah.
Like, some you can actually adjust the DPI on them. But my current one doesn't, but you know, it's fine. Like the keyboard that I got from, well, the keyboard and mouse that I got, the keyboard and mouse set that I got on, like, from my gaming PC was on sale, so. And it was worth it, anyway, considering the design and how much it was going for at the time. Fucking hell. All I wanted to do was use the sides, but the archers just weren't having it. Fucking retards. Leave me the fuck alone. Fucking retard, come on. There we go. Wasn't difficult, was it? Ah, mechanical fuck-ups. I just hate the fuck out of them. But yeah, it's shit like this that turns the game into a farce. Well, doesn't make the game in general a farce, but it just makes the experience a farce. The experience is a cunt sometimes.
Sometimes the cunt is the experience.
Yeah. Well, it does bastardize the experience, I'll tell you that much.
Fuck right.
I hate that fucking arch. The top of that arch just fucks you over when you're using the sides. Like, I can give the original at least some credit because it wasn't perfect, and I can accept that because this was a game made back in the 90s. So the way it performs, it's understandable. I just don't expect myself to die a lot, considering, you know, my knowledge of the game and my level of competence with the game as well. Like, my own personal level of competence just gives me that mindset of, like, not expecting to die as often at the very least. Okay, I made it that time, even though the arch held me back a little bit. Ah, fucking enough with the uncertainty, you son of a bitch. Like, fucking piss taking too much. It's a complete and utter piss take. Like, it's literally taking the piss way too much right now. Okay, I did that by reflex action. I literally jumped into nothing simply by reflex action. Simply just because it was a reflex action, that was it. But you know, like, the moment at present becoming a farce was basically the core reason to why that happened, so there's your answer to that. Yeah, you can jump on the chairs too, so the chairs and the benches and the sides. So yeah. Like, the level geometry is whatever you make use of it. Like, your perception of how you use level geometry is whatever you make it. So like, let that be limitless. Okay, yeah, that was where I died last time. It's funny, because, like, back in the day, like, I would usually use save states. But since, even, like, whenever I played on the emulators, like, I used to use save states a lot. When I was just new to them. But then when it came to, like, you know, as years went by, even if I was just using emulators, and that was close, considering, like, my landing there. Whoa, and that was a close one too. Those blades. Oh yeah, in the AAA remaster, like, if you're doing that in the time trial in order to get the platinum relic, you could easily get caught by those two blades. And, like, be swung to the top right. That happened to me multiple times in the Let's Play, not gonna lie. Like, if you check it out, you're gonna see. That's piss easy as fuck still. This game is never impossible, and I'm living proof of that. But yes, that's Fumbling in the Dark complete, one of the hardest levels in the game. Okay, Castle Machinery next. Game Blue 99's like, lol, yeah. Alright. Okay, so presumably I don't think I can perform that life glitch. Oh wait, yes I can, because it's over 100 lives. Yeah, I can still perform the life glitch. Yeah, I was just hesitant because I was only one under 90 lives, but you know, that's more than enough. But yeah, when I have
to get through it all.
When I enter, yeah, anyways, when I re-enter Castle Machinery, you're gonna see I have over 100 lives. Well, it won't be 100% noticeable because the way it reads it. Cause like, right now you just see a 10. And a number that's like cut off the screen. That's outrageous that you have over 100 lives. So like, that glitched it over 99. It's actually quite an odd glitch.
Yeah.
But you know, it never gets old. I actually do that every time I'm here.
The gem for this,
because it's just fun
as well.
Yeah,
walking through all lives, just watching them all do the same sound effects, like
yeah, like talking. Wow, I fucking lost an Aku mask for no reason. Actually, I think I know why I unintentionally jumped into that red hot burning pipe.
Yeah. You using RetroArch right here now, or is it just the...
I'm using EPSXE 2.0.5, as I mentioned earlier.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you must have forgotten.
Do you feel the RetroArch version looks better in terms of, like, textures? Or do you feel that the one in the EPSX reigns supreme?
Honestly, RetroArch is preferable because of how the authentic experience it provides, but for what it's worth, EPSXE does a good job in like trying to at least make it look nice. RetroArch does that too, but like it also has like the genuine, but it also like emulates the game more accurately to how the original hardware plays it all. So like, yeah, I have a lot of respect for RetroArch, which is really cool.
like with certain games, you know, because some games with, because they either were ported from PC first, or they were on PC first and they were ported to console. But you can have like the PC textures that, like some of the really smooth, because of course you're emulating it from computers, so it's a lot easier to get it.
Yeah, of course, because it's
for example,
literally a program that's trying to imitate a console. That's effectively what an emulator is. It's an application on a PC emulating, like imitating a console. Hell, not even just on PC, because they have these emulators on the phone as well. EPSX actually has an Android port.
Yeah, because people get those remotes for their mobiles that plug right onto them. I've got one, but it only does like the smaller phones. But like every phone is literally like as huge as fuck, so I need to get a different one now.
Yeah.
It sucks. It's like, it's when I was like, oh yeah, I got one. I was like, wait, it's too small for the fucking thing. So I have to acquire a new one. It's only just if I was like going from A to B, maybe in a car trip or something, or just on the bus to somewhere. It's just a pain in the ass just sitting in there, just, you know, listening to the same playlist on your phone. It's like, ugh.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
Oh, getting there.
Just how you want to switch it up. But yeah, 90% into the game, people. Only 4 gems left. I'm not that far from 100% completion now. But yeah, that was a clear gem, so no backtracking to do as of yet. Well, yeah, the lab is where I do the final bit of backtracking. Actually, no, technically it's lights out, but then again, the lab like starts the final chain of backtracking.
Yeah.
Wow, the way Brio doesn't like start activating as soon as I get here. Well, as soon as I move away from him. They've made the original more elaborate.
I think it's like, gives the player time to think, okay, what the fuck do I do?
Wait, they made it more elaborate in a AAA remaster, that's what I meant to say. That's what I was meant to say.
Right.
But yeah. It's good though. These blobs actually have faces in the AAA remaster, whereas like they're just transparent blobs in the original.
I'd like how they tried to do their own little bit for the game. I can appreciate that.
Yeah, I can certainly appreciate it. But it's piss easy to glitch this game. I mean this boss fight. Oh yeah, there's a speedrun strat in the AAA remaster where you can jump on top of Brio's head once, and then like when you land on him, you can land on him after you ricocheted off of his head the first time. You jump again as Brio jumps, and then when he's like back in his attacking place, you just walk on top of his head and he takes the hit, and then you carry on walking and he takes that final hit as well. It's like, it's piss easy as fuck. I've actually done it before in a past live stream as well. It was on a test I did last year. But anyways, moving on to the lab. Fuck. Okay, I admit. I know I could have made it through that, but at the same time, you can never be too sure whether you can cheese those those electric gates.
Yeah, I just seen, like, not just now, but like I seen when you were talking about it, and then you're like, oh fuck. I often get caught by those. I haven't get caught by those. It's and this fucker here.
An immediate.
The momentum.
I know, right? It's
the
like
momentum when you carry that out.
the immediate indication right there. It just shows.
I've also gotten this wrong before. When I came back to playing this game, I thought that the switch was where the TNT was. And
Oh yeah, he spin the
I hit
TNT
that
crate.
and
You know
I
what's
was like,
you know what's funny? Like the demo actually does the same thing. Oh yeah, I didn't manage to bounce around there, but what the fuck ever. These boxes don't matter in the original. But yeah, the actual like one of the demonstration videos, like in the original for the lab, he actually like the player actually spins the TNT crate, and that's how it ends.
yeah.
Like I actually remember that. But yeah, 95% complete now.
I don't like the unpredictability of the bouncing boxes as well. The one that's how many like Wumpa fruits are in them.
It's a fucking
Sorry.
bitch.
Yeah.
I don't like the unpredictability of anything for that matter. Like fuck that shit. Like can't even stand for not knowing. Unless, you know, it's supposed to be a surprise, then that's a different story.
Yeah, it's just when I'm trying to collect all the boxes, that's what throws me off all the time. Especially for like the, I know it doesn't matter on the bonus levels because you know, it's not a demographic that really takes into consideration. But it's only when it's only when you're playing what was it, the newest, the remaster. I think that's only when it does that, which is only, yeah, that one as well. That one caught me up the first couple
Yeah,
times.
I gotta wait for these TNT crates to explode because sometimes it registers as if you missed one box when you haven't, just because of the amount of time it takes the explosions to render. So yeah,
Yeah.
that was a wise move on my part there. And ultimately, I got the yellow gem.
Nice.
But I gotta say, it's still been fun, even though it's kind of remained low-key and chill.
Yeah.
Hey, at least I had you to talk to, at least, you know, to keep things calm.
Yeah.
Hell no way, I was meant to go to the lights out first. I was gonna go to, what you call it, the Great Gate, because that requires a yellow gem as well. So I figured I might as well go there first, since it's like the furthest to the back. And just get it over and done with. Like, that's how I usually do it too, you know. But yeah, it's been a chill stream.
Definitely. Besides the fucking the bullshit.
Yeah. Whatever bullshit happens, still makes it part of a live stream. Wow. But given I know how to do that shit, you know, there was partial hesitation there due to, like, no trust in the mechanics, but whatever. Yeah, that one probably doesn't matter. But yeah, we're almost at the end of this year as it happens. I can't believe 2018 is ending in like less than a week now. Like, it's gone really fast. 3 days it's ending in. Hell, even less than 3 days now, considering this day is technically over. It's officially the 28th now.
Yeah, so I guess, well, it's still 3 days since it's like 29th, 30th, 31st, 31st, sorry. But yeah.
Yeah, it is 3 days. Oh yeah, because it just changed. That's why I originally read it as 3 days. So yeah, technically it's just been 4 days.
Yeah. Anytime you voice and what you call it wanna like collab on a stream, let us know, and like if it's like us four simultaneously playing a game, I'd be fucking more than happy to do so.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Like, I'll be pumped for that.
Like, even if it was every once in a while get together where like we've got 4 of us or if even more of us just to play something, like I might stream it on my channel and then we can get people in, like just share it around and just make it one big community thing.
Yeah. I'd cover it as like a whole chain, that'd be really cool.
Yeah, that's it. Question is though, what game we could play a plethora of games actually. It doesn't have to be one game.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be just one game, you know, like it's collab for a reason, you know. Wow, okay, I'm taking boost damages here. But yeah, as you were saying.
I was gonna say it could be like what do you call it? Like a challenge, like see who get like. So like if there's like a game called, there's like games that we're all kind of like okay at, you know, that we've got some fair amount of information that we could like play it and then we'd be okay about. My brother dying in the back.
Yeah, I was about to say, like someone's like fucking dying in the background. What the fuck did I just hear? Like, roar! That's so fucking jokes. It's like proper fucking jokes, not gonna lie there.
Okay, no, I'm gonna be someone dying of laughter, like.
It's like,
but yeah,
fucking intense ass cough followed by a growl.
Like, imagine getting everybody on a game of Quake Arena just for like.
Okay, 2 gens to go.
Like, just imagine like everybody just like having fun at it at the same time, just getting raged, just like fucking railgun.
I like how Nick just keeps putting the seems good emoji like in the chat.
Yeah.
And he just put like the smiley face in the chat as well. I think it's because of like the cough and shit. Okay, now we can go to lights out. I'm not gonna lie, that was easier than I thought it would be. Because usually people would have trouble backtracking to the Great Gate.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen that happen to a lot of... I've seen that happen with a lot of people. Like within their Let's Plays and shit. Like especially like... Back when, you know, the original was overplayed on YouTube. Like it was like overdone as a Let's Play. But now... It's funny how the tables have turned ever since the AAA remasters came out.
Yeah.
Like now all of a sudden the original is considered quote unquote obscure when technically it was never really obscure in the first place. It was just really popular and in high demand, and the franchise itself was just in limbo for like 6 years. I think it was 6 years or 8 years. Yeah, it was 8 years because the last AAA game like that they did in the previous decade was Crash Bandicoot Mutant, which came out in 2008, which is 10 years ago. So yeah, that game has had its 10th anniversary this year.
Not bad. Not bad. Like I'm trying to think of multiplayer games that we can all play that we're all right at, so that we can sort this collab out. Because I'm still thinking about. I'm going here. Okay, what should we do about it? Because like I'm like okay, this.
That's the purple gem obtained. And yeah, there are plenty of games on Steam. that are out there. I have a lot of games in my library, and it's still, like, Steam do sales, like, very often, so
Yeah.
it's like... it's a very big possibility. It just depends on, like, our availability in general, in terms of interacting with each other.
Exactly, yeah.
But yeah,
I mean, I know
off to
voice
get the
and
final
stuff.
gem in Boulder Dash.
Have fun.
Yes, and it's a piss easy level to get one in as well. Yeah, back to uncharted territory for the home stretch. Even though
Just
it's
don't
not
get run
Boulders,
over.
it's Boulder Dash, but yeah.
Almost looks like you can step over there without taking the jump, but I know for
Yeah,
sure.
you
like,
literally can,
last
but
minute, yeah.
the fact, yeah, but the fact that they've programmed it like that, you know, they had to do something.
Yeah. Oh, and the
They had to make
you know
it
when you go
that bit
into that
more
little small
challenging.
alcove. I always thought you had to jump over that little bit, just a little lip underneath it. But
Oh yeah,
every
that
time I
bit.
do that, I used to get like, I used to think, what if I just run over it and see?
Yeah, that doesn't mean shit.
Yeah, exactly. There's like, yeah, if you jump so many times, that boulder's going to catch you and like squash the shit out of you. Like, there's no turning back from that shit. It's like, I'm not even sure if it even matters if you like whack the boxes. Like I know there's like because the boulder will run it over anyway.
Wow.
but
I
think they
died
count
for
as
no
misses, don't
reason,
they?
and it wasn't even because of a boulder. It's because it overshot the jump. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking serious right now?
I don't think you can ever
You're having a
really
fucking
overshoot
laugh.
a jump though. I don't think you can ever really overshoot that jump. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, apparently it's possible.
Like,
Anything's possible.
Okay, well then. Okay, well you've just proved it possible then.
These mechanics have
you
proved
know,
it possible.
Yeah, but do you know how you were saying earlier? Like you were saying that you were doing these to document that these are possible. Well, you've just seen that it's possible to overshoot that jump.
Yeah, it's true. It's facts in the end.
The emoji came in. This is correct.
Dude, I gotta see this shit, but I'm concentrating.
Basically, I'm gonna post another one, right? The bolt.
Okay, I'll check now. Wrecked. T90 wrecked. Lol. Bitch, please. Bitch, please. Holy shit. You're about to see something really sick. I just spawned a fucking TNT crate and didn't even die. I didn't even have a single Aku Aku mask either. That was fucking amazing.
Do you think you could have like used the momentum to get out of there just in time?
I figured like I figured I actually could have clipped that. Like, just scraped the TNT by the edge, or at least scraped its hitbox by the edge, as I was just spinning the crates. But you know, that was completely unintentional though, but sick at the same time. And I went right through that boulder there, like a boss. Okay, yeah, here, be really careful, because if you bounce on top of the crate that's above, it will register you as falling down the pit, and that would be a disastrous piss take. A very disastrous piss take, for that matter. Wow. And just as I was warning people about that shit actually happened, and I fell right through the level geometry as predicted. Come on, man, it's one final gem. Don't fucking do this to me.
clipped the moment that that thing happened.
You
got
had
it saved.
to. Cheers, man. That's safe. Did you clip the
think
TNT
it's
explosion
not-
as well?
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
Title this pub.
2 clips now. Sick. Yeah, got some prestigious clips right here.
I couldn't even use a swear in it. Fuck's sake. It's not allowed. Apparently I couldn't say fuck.
I was gonna say, like, somebody clip that.
Okay, it's copied, so I'll paste it in the chat.
Okay, let me check the chat.
call it.
There it is.
What? Fuck you,
Fuck
logic.
you, logic. Yeah, that's what I just said. The boulder's face when it's when it is catching you. Creep. That's fucking jokes. Oh, I can't believe I've been at this for 3 hours. Shit.
So what other multiplayer games do you think that you would be up for? Like, if you can name off the top of your head, if you're not too, like...
Oh, come on, why'd you jump to the side, you fucking retard?
Yeah, Crash. You're such a dick. Yay.
Like, this isn't even hard.
I just realised the clip was still replaying on the other tab. I was like, oh, what the fuck is that sound? Keep hearing a TNT explode. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I hear it from somewhere. I'm not going weird. I'm not going insane.
Not going insane.
So I already know I'm weird. So I slightly clipped that and I was like, oh.
Not going insane. If you pardon the pun. Man. Oh, you could say performance anxiety does add to the equation, which I gotta admit it does partially add to my situation too, but at the same time, like, I know how to play a game, so like, at the same time, I disregard it most of the time, simply because it's like, you're putting on a brave face, and you're doing, you know, you're doing the job. Well, I say job, but you know how it is.
Doing the game, and then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, I know what you mean, because like, you know, you can do it anyway. It's sometimes, and then your anxiety goes, oh shit.
Yeah, it's just like, fuck you.
Your body goes
Okay,
into a state,
this time,
like,
bounce properly. There we go. That's what I initially intended to do. Now we can finally get the gem and get the fuck out of here. There we go.
oh hi, Neon Striver. I almost called you Leon Striver.
Leon Striver. Yes, people, you're officially 100% complete with 26 gems and 2 keys. And not once did I have to save the game or use a password, for that matter.
Plenty of swear words though, but you know, that can be expected when you're trying to do this shit.
It's expected. Well, then again, like, it's not as if like any of my content was PG in the first place, so there's your answer
Yes,
to
I am
that.
now.
Right. Now I could piss easily go to the alternate ending, but I'm just gonna do the piss easy stuff. Oh hey Neon Striver, welcome to the live stream, newcomer. I see he has Twitch Prime. Yeah, I've been thinking about myself, to be honest.
Prime, you can subscribe to the.
Wrecked.
No, I love how people remind you.
But yeah, I'll just do this for now. Just for the sake of continuity.
Oh,
It wouldn't,
yeah.
of course, it would be the same without fighting Dr. Neo-Cortex. Yeah, I'd figured I'd do that for the non-100% ending. Before I actually get to the actual 100% ending. And yeah, this is a piss easy boss fight. They made it harder in the AAA remaster though because of the way they pace out his shots, just to add that extra bit of difficulty.
It was kind of stupid. Like, I was saying to Badger when he was doing it, I was like, this boss is piss easy.
Yeah, it is piss easy.
It's like, what is so difficult about it? Like, all you gotta do is dodge the ones on the floor and just walk around. But seriously, how long have you been doing? Oh, who would want to be PG? It's fools. It's for fools. But seriously, how long have you been doing Twitch for? Says Neon Striver.
Let me see. Of course, no one will want it to be PG, and yes, I've been doing YouTube and Twitch for a very long time now. Well, on YouTube, I've been making YouTube videos since 2009, and I've been doing Twitch live streams since 2014. So yeah, that's how long I've been working on both platforms. But yeah, since then I've been having like my presence on both platforms coexist alongside each other and also cooperate, as I also archive every single one of my Twitch live streams onto my YouTube channel, which is a great compensation and tribute.
And I've done YouTube since, well, I made my own YouTube account originally back in 2009 or 8ish, and like I didn't even start making videos until must be
Piss easiest shot in the entire boss fight, the last one.
yeah.
But yeah, I was about to say like the boss fight that tops this one on being the piss easiest boss fight is the Cortex boss fight in Crash Bandicoot 2 Cortex Strikes Back. That is piss fucking easy.
What, the one with the
Yeah,
masks?
the one where you chase him with a jetpack.
Oh yeah, that one.
Super fucking piss easy, it's a joke. But yeah, cue the non-100% ending. But yeah, that's just the credits for the first game. Meanwhile, we can just chat. GG, huh?
So I've pre-ordered Crash Team Racing.
Yeah, I've pre-ordered it as well.
The nitrous, what's it? The nitrous oxide.
I don't know why it's not
Headache.
doing that in the chat, but okay. Like the GG symbol.
On the T90 GG. Because I'm subscribed to T90 Official, and I've
Oh,
got
that
his
makes
emotes,
sense.
I think. think you'd be able to get like the subscribe button now.
We'll only have 100
Like,
followers,
very
so. But I'm not sure, like,
No, but even
how
with-
you're meant to get
I
the
think with
subscribe
people-
button.
I think you get like affiliate. Because when you get 100 followers, you then gain like a subscribe button, I think.
I think it's a certain amount, but. Okay, effectively I could have loaded the game. Okay, yeah, this is where I could have saved the game, but you know.
I was gonna say, how are we effectively all?
It doesn't matter, because I can
FPS
just enter the 100% password.
I'm gonna do like a questionnaire thing or something like that, or a straw poll, and you know, for the future possible collabs that we may do together. So I'll go into the. Where is it? Did I actually add you into? Hold on. Whilst we're in here.
Yeah, as soon as you start typing in the triangles, you know the password is gonna come in.
Yeah. Right, I sent you an invite to Discord channel. I'm setting up so that
And there we have it, 100%
Um,
password.
hey,
There. Didn't have to worry about saving or loading the game at all. Now let's show
Upload it.
for 100% ending. Showcase for 100% ending, and that'll be the end of that. Okay, that was close. Nearly fell down. And it'd be really stupid to die in this level, but hey. Especially a celebratory level such as this one. And here we have it, cue the 100% ending. For collecting all gems and all keys. And yeah, it shows 4 lives. Simply because I loaded with a password instead of an actual save. So yeah, there's that. I think you have to access to affiliate, dude. Plus it's 50 followers to become one. Oh, it's only 50 followers? Okay. That's interesting. Oh, Master Gamer Bob is hosting me as well. He's been hosting me for a bit of time anyway. Seems good. Pound! Those emojis that Nick is posting. I gotta say, this has been a great live stream all round, especially of how eventful it's been. But it has a mix of everything in between, so like, it's to be expected. I still achieved a goal in the end, so it doesn't matter.
yeah.
Nothing in life is perfect. Nor is emulation for that matter. But you know, like we keep saying, emulation has never been perfected. It's like become our thing. Oh, you sent me the
probably what
link
you're
to your
saying.
Discord.
Yeah, yeah. While I think about it as well, because I'm like, I need to add those that that I'm associating with through like trying to
Oh, this is a
associate
new
more
one.
often anyway.
Oh, is this a different Discord? Because I swear you had another one. You had a different server, to my memory.
Yeah. I was like trying to go, okay, well it's got people in there that I don't really talk to anymore, so I'm literally going to start a new one. There's no point in trying to delete them now. It's just,
That makes sense.
yeah.
I was gonna say I could have posted in that one too, but it's more or less the same people that are in some others that I've posted it in already, so didn't make much of a difference. Like, it didn't make much of a difference whatsoever. But yeah, as for the view count, it's actually been fairly decent, and the interactivity in the chat too.
Yeah.
It's been a fun
I know,
livestream.
like, halfway through it kind of like dipped down a little bit, but
Yeah, especially when
sometimes at
everyone
some
went
points it's
BRB. Yeah, it is. Okay, Neon Striver says, I am going to go, but I hope you have a nice night. You too, man. As a matter of fact, I have work tomorrow, but thankfully I don't have such an early start. Like I used to. Like with this current job I'm working at. Yeah, I basically start like in the like late mid-morning per se, which is 11 AM. It's like it's a calm start. Even though I do prefer to get out of the way, like that sort of start like allows me time to even live stream up to this time. To like, it gives me time to do live streams like this even though I have work the next day, and I still get a good night's rest, if you know what I mean. But yeah, if you're still there. Or did you get any of what I just said? Or...
say that one more again, sorry.
Okay.
You're like, fuck you.
I was... Was he fucking with you? But yeah, as I was saying, like, since I don't start that early...
Yeah.
But yeah, since I don't start that early, like, you know, it allows me time to actually live stream more. Even though I have work the next day, I can just live stream and still have a decent amount of rest. And yeah, the game's just gone in demo mode at this point.
Oh, yeah, of course. So at this point, oh, fuck. Ow. Oh,
But yeah, I figured I'd let
fuck.
it play in demo mode and chill for a bit. Even though Neon Striver had to leave. Yeah, I might showcase all the demos too. Even though I don't have to. You know, it's crazy, like, it's funny because earlier on, like when I was just, like going to work, I felt like I just fucking woke up even though I just arrived at work. It was crazy. Like, it was weird, but like the place was just quiet as hell. Like, especially since like everything's died down, but I gotta say, like, wasn't as exhausted as I thought it would be, as, you know, the day wasn't as hectic as expected. Hence, you know, the times have died down. You know how it is.
Exactly, yeah, exactly.
It's your brother fucking with you.
No, it's a fucking cat.
Like your cat.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Like, moaning for no reason.
Cats and pissing about.
Trying to
eh?
He's lost his collar, so like he's in bad dogs.
Yeah, my cats are
Second time it's happened now.
well, my cats are jokes too sometimes. But yeah. But yeah, I hope you lot are enjoying the demos too. Hey, sick viewer, welcome to the live stream. And yeah, I basically just finished the game 100%. like for those newcomers who just arrived. Yeah, and I see some just left because they wanted to come here for the action, but then they realized they missed it. I gotta admit, that's actually very relatable. It's a piss take whenever that happens. Well, a piss take to you, but it's a convenience to them. But you know how it is.
Yeah. So like I've just made like not an announcement, but I made like a separate like text channel for like collab stations. So it'd just be like everybody can just suggest games that they would like to collab with, and then if people put to it, then we can just make a select date where we are all available, and then we'll select who's going to be streaming, or you know, if everybody wants to stream, then that's all good.
Yeah.
And we all select a time where we can do it, and then we go for it.
I don't know, I might post some ideas later on.
Alright.
But yeah. There are quite a few demos to my memory. But yeah. No, I'm just kind of letting this roll, being a chill live stream. After that, I'll just close the emulator.
Yeah.
But yeah, those of you who have been here for the action, like, I hope you lot have enjoyed the live stream, and it's been quite an adventure completing this 100%. However, trilogy is an adventure, but of course I couldn't do the trilogy all in one live stream at this point. I could do it all in one live stream, but not at this point specifically, if you know what I mean. Just because, no. Because I have work tomorrow and I only had time for the first game, and effectively this is just the objective. But yeah, hitting 100 followers on Twitch is great. Like, I thank you lot so much. I highly appreciate the support that you guys are brought to this channel, and I also appreciate support on YouTube as well, as I've recently hit 1,500 subscribers. That's right, I'm only 500 subscribers away from 2,000 subscribers right now, which is really sick.
Nice.
Well, technically I'm actually
Hope you get
just less than 500 away from 2,000 now. Since, like, what, I've earned 13 subscribers within less than a week, and today I've literally just earned another subscriber without doing jack shit. Like, yeah, sometimes you earn subscribers without doing fuck all, and people just find your content, you know. It's just the way it is. Yeah, it gets like that the bigger you get.
Yeah, exactly. Like with it, I suppose it's a lot of it as well is about the fan base and depending on what they want to see as well, because it's just like, I know sometimes a lot of them will come for you, like, because you know it's like their loyalty to watching your streams, but at the same time they like it because they enjoy your company, and then whatever game is playing, it's second nature.
Yeah, it's like that basically. Or maybe not 100%, but even though...
Yeah, because like it could be like 50-50 sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah, there's like a split sometimes. But yeah, earning all these subscribers, it's awesome. Like, it surprises me when I earn a subscriber, but at the same time it doesn't.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, well, I'll see how long you stay then.
Yeah.
In my way, I'm just like seeing, okay, well, we'll see how long you stay.
Yeah. But the same goes for followers too. But yeah, I hope some of you will enjoy this chill session of a live stream too. Just for a bit.
Of course.
I think here comes that demo scene. Well, not scene, but clip. Yeah,
I must
it
head
is
off,
this
but
one.
thanks for having me, dude.
Yeah, it's been great having you. Well, it's about to finish anyway, so like...
I'm just on cue then.
Yeah. You just might as well stick around for a bit at least. Just in case, because it's not much left to go now. Yeah, and that literally happened, like, as you did before, when you spun the TNT crate.
Yeah.
Lol. Okay, I'll just speed it up and then just see if it... That's the last one that it shows, I think it is. Yeah, we've seen this shit. Okay, that'll be a good time to close the emulator. Anyways, people, that officially concludes the live stream. Who the fuck is that? Your cat howling? Lol.
Yeah.
Or meowing. How cats don't howl? What the hell?
Well, they
The
do
fuck
if they're
did that
my
come
fucking
from?
cat.
If they're werecats. Wait, what?
I don't know.
But yeah, anyways, people, that officially concludes my 100 followers special celebration live stream, where I completed the original Crash Bandicoot 1 for the PlayStation 1 with full 100% completion. Yeah, I don't know why I'm still tripping on words here, but you know. But you know, I have my glass of water here and I haven't even drunk it. I haven't even drank a sip of it.
Well, you can drink the whole lot now.
Yeah, I can finally relax. I've achieved the goal for the live stream. And yeah.
I think it's because you're all focused on playing the game than you're drinking water.
Yeah, I was way too focused to even touch the water. To even touch the glass.
Didn't even want to put it down. Ugh.
Yeah, hands are like controller, keyboard, and mouse. That was a priority.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been great live streaming again in general too, because like it's been a long time since I did a live stream, like on this channel specifically too, like an actual official live stream. Last time I did an official live stream was back at the start of the year, basically. It was the New Year's Day live stream for 2018, where I was, you know, I had Victor guest commentating and I was playing a few games within that live stream to celebrate, you know, the start of 2018. Well,
Yeah.
and it was kind of an eventful live stream, but at the same time it wasn't. But I gotta say, this was so much better than that in comparison in terms of support. I actually feel like so much better now in terms of like how my viewers are supporting me. So like, I thank you lot greatly for the interactivity in this live stream, especially in comparison to the previous official live stream. And as a matter of fact, this may or may not be my last live stream of 2018, as effectively I have planned a New Year's Eve live stream and a New Year's Day live stream. What the fuck? New Year's Dave live stream. But yeah, because this may or may not be my last live stream of 2018, considering I have 2 live streams planned. Well, technically, like one for the end of this year, and one for the end of last, and one for the start of next year. But yeah, essentially.
Sorry.
But yeah, anyways, people. Okay, I hear him talking.
He's saying to the cat, "Get away from the door." Stop it now. Stop it.
Little bitch.
It wants food.
You little bit.
Little bitch.
You little bitches. Well, the little cat. You said already.
But yeah, anyways, as I was saying, this may or may not be my last live stream for 2018, as I have at least one more live stream planned for the end of this, for like New Year's Eve, but it won't exactly be on New Year's Eve because of certain plans. But yeah, I have a New Year's Eve 2018 live stream planned for like near the end of this year, followed by a New Year's Day live stream. New Year's Eve celebration live stream for the end of this year, plus a New Year's Day celebration live stream for the start of next year, for 2019, which is kind of like, you know, a celebration event for like the New Year's transition between 2018 to 2019, like I did last year for 2017 to 2018. So yeah, which is basically what I started. And that being the case, I figured I'd show a thumbnail for the New Year's Day livestream. Here it is. And yeah, as you can tell, I've edited, well, for those of you who have seen last year, I've basically like used the template, well, the same Photoshop project template as I did for last year's thumbnail for the New Year's celebration, and amended it and changed the background too to suit accordingly, plus 2 new models, and those being the Crash Bandicoot, like the CTR model, and the Spyro 2 model, which is cool. It's definitely fitting for a New Year's celebration. And the reason why I say that I want to do this, like this New Year's Eve live stream a day early, is because I actually plan to make it segue into Abdul the Arabic Guy's 24-hour New Year's live stream, which he plans to do on New Year's Eve as a 24-hour live stream. Originally, he was going to do this as a Christmas Day live stream, but he had to postpone it simply because of certain IRL situations. He had to postpone it to New Year's Eve.
Gotcha.
So basically, what I plan to do in order to segue into his live stream is that if things go according to plan, I plan to do my New Year's Eve 2018 celebration live stream like for just a few hours after I come home from work, and then as soon as Abdul begins live streaming his 24-hour New Year's live stream for 2018 to 2019 on New Year's Eve at basically 8 PM GMT, which is our time zone. That would effectively be my cutoff point for my New Year's Eve live stream in order to transition into his live stream. Then effectively afterwards, well, I can't really say that I can have his live stream transitioning into my New Year's Day live stream, which I plan to do, but like in 2019 as my first live stream for that year. But so of course it's gonna take some time to adjust, especially since of course I'm gonna have work the next day, so there's that as well. But yeah, effectively after
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it would be fun. So yeah, I have something quite eventful planned. So yeah, after his 24-hour New Year's live stream, like essentially a few days after or before, not before, depending on whatever happens. Even if it is on New Year's Day, we'll see what happens, but it'll be like somewhere around the end, not the beginning. Considering, you know, like New Year's is a time for celebration and getting together with family and stuff. It would most likely be at the end of New Year's Day if I'm lucky enough to catch some time to myself in order to live stream. And yeah, so effectively, this live stream is planned to happen on New Year's Day. If something happens, it'll be postponed to either like the next day or the day after, depending on what happens, but we'll see. But anyways, as for now, the next live stream to stay tuned for is the first celebration event before we move on to the second celebration event for the New Year's Eve to New Year's Day transition from 2018 to 2019. And it would be cool to also have you in the next live stream as well, like Connor. And I don't know if Victor and all that are gonna be free, but I don't know, we'll see. We'll cross that bridge when it gets to it, but until then,
Sure, I'd be happy to.
see you lot in the next live stream, which is planned to be the Happy New Year 2018 to 2019 celebration number 1, New Year's Eve 2018 celebration live stream. And that concludes the 100 followers special celebration live stream, which I finally managed to finish off after all this time. Well, I finally managed to get started. I originally hit 100 followers back in June, but I didn't have time, and I had Let's Play parts to binge record, but that's just how it is. These things happened, and eventually this is the result, but this is still a successful live stream, so yeah, that officially concludes this live stream, and those are my plans for future live streams ahead. And never mind their cat meowing in the background. He just wants to be a part of the scene. But yeah, never mind that.
Sorry.
With that being the case, that should be the end of the live stream. And Nick says, now I go night. Yeah, laters, Nick. So yeah, people, that officially concludes the 100 followers special celebration live stream for tonight. And see you lot on the next upcoming live stream, whenever it may happen. For those of you who are watching live on Twitch, thank you very much for watching this live. And for those newcomers, feel free to follow all of us on Twitch. And for those of you who are watching this archived on YouTube, feel free and be sure to subscribe, like or rate, however you want to put it. Drop a comment below to leave constructive feedback if you possibly can, and or share it around with your friends and family, whoever that may be. And see you lot in the next upcoming video or live stream, whenever it may happen. Until then, laters everyone, peace out.
Take care.